Mm. What a day. 32 people watching and nobody talking. I have nobody to say good morning to. Hello, Charlie girl. Super serial Pookie. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We got such a windstorm yesterday. Hi, Teal Hodge. Live, laugh, love, my girl. My girl. Cinderella. Good morning. How are you guys today? I slept so good. Abby Roach. Gina. Abby, I don't remember seeing you in here before, but welcome, welcome. Did you make a cake for your husband? No, he didn't want a cake. He's not into like the birthday cake, the whole birthday cake thing. And actually, he made dinner because he wanted fish, and I don't make that so good. So we had fish, just actually a normal day. But I'll do something this weekend. I'll make him something special this weekend that I know he likes. Not sure what though. I'm a terrible wife. I should have made him a cake. Oh, are you new? Well, welcome. Glad you're here. Oh, we got such bad wind yesterday. It knocked down trees. Aussie flag in here? Oh, Aussie flag. I didn't say hello to you. I'm sorry. Orange butterfly. How are you today? Teal Hodge, did I say hello to you? Hello. Oh, you're welcome. I went and checked my block list today because people that said they were blocked were not blocked. I went through, oh my God, I have a huge block list. Like I couldn't believe how many people are blocked on my channel. So I went through all the names, and certain people that said they were blocked were never blocked or were never blocked by me anyways. So I went in there to make sure. I I am. I am. I'm chipper. I'm chipper. Why, you know. Hi Bailey. How are you, girl? Good morning. Good morning. I'm getting a little cabin feverish, but I'm I'm not going to tell you the weird thing that happened to me last night because you guys will all think I'm like crazy. You will. But it scared the crap. I'll tell you, it scared the crap out of me. Keep most of them blocked. Keep the riffraff out. Yes, well, here's the thing. I'm doing 2 weeks. Like Brian said, like just ghost them and don't say anything and let them eat each other up because after a while they're going to get bored. Hopefully. I'm hoping. I'm hoping. I'm hoping. I am hoping. Good morning, Brandy. Oh, you want to know the weird thing? I promise you guys, promise that you're not going to think I'm nuts because this truly, and it scared the crap out of me. And I don't know why this happened, but my husband was snoring really loud last night, like really loud. I kept punching him, like, turn over on your side, turn over on your side. So finally he said, I'm just going to go sleep in the other room because obviously you're not going to sleep with me in here. So he went into the other room and he fell asleep right away. And isn't that a nice birthday gift? He has to sleep in the other room. So I had 2 tacos. So he goes into the other room and I had the TV on. So he shut the door and he started snoring. He fell asleep right away and started snoring. So I shut the door in my room. So I'm watching, I don't know if I was watching YouTube or if I'm watching TV. And I swear on my mother's grave, the door started to open slowly. It wasn't like a gust of wind flew it open. It opened slowly and it kept opening. And it opened maybe that wide, scared the living crap out of me. So I talked to someone that's into that stuff. Um, Good morning, by the way, Samara. So I opened the door all the way because it scared me. That's how much it scared me. So I opened the door all the way and I forgot, well, they told me just to pretend that nothing happened. The door started to close again. So I pushed against the wall and the door started to close. So I don't know. I wish I would have thought. I was so scared. I was in shock because I've never, it's never happened. But the next time, if it does happen again, I'm going to film it because it scared the crap out of me. And then it started the footsteps. I heard the footsteps. I went downstairs to get a glass of water. I started hearing something um, from the basement. I don't know. It was like creaking, not footsteps, but creaking. It just seemed like everything happened. Maybe we have the same ghost. The bathroom faucet turned on by itself last night while I was in the bathroom, scared the hell out of me. I honestly, I thought I was seeing things when the door started to open because I closed the door and latched. You know what I mean? When you close the door and latch it, because my husband was snoring that loud and somehow got unlatched. And my door, when you close it shut, does not open unless you turn the knob. It was creepy. It was really creepy. My heart was like through my chest. It scared the crap. Hi, Smokey. But I mean, I swear, I mean, and I was actually saying goodnight to a friend of mine on Hangouts. And I told them that. And I said, you're not, because I had already said goodnight to them. And I said, you're not going to believe this. But the door just opened by itself. And I'm watching it. I am watching the door, and it's not like a gust of wind flew it open. It opened slowly. Like, I mean, like if someone went to your doorknob and just pulled your door open just slowly. Did my package get to you, Ems? Oh, Ems is asking Smokey if her package got to you. Good morning, Ems, by the way. I love scary stuff, but not that kind of. It scared me. It seriously scared me. It I mean, and you know, I've told you guys I hear the footsteps upstairs, but last night was the creepiest it's ever been, ever been. And the thing is, and finally, like I'm telling you, when I pushed the door open and it started coming back, I took a bowl and put it in front of the door because that's how scared I was. I have 2 block lists. I only check one. I thought I only had 1 block list. Sorry, Remy. The block list, I don't know where the other block list is. I have no idea. Well, uh, let me check. Ooh, MED, MED. Oh, shoot. I'm just checking now, Remy. But anyways, it scared the crap out of me. Am I not getting this right? D. Okay, let's see. I can't find put your link to your channel. Put your link to your channel in the chat, Remy, so I can go there and check that. I guess that's my other block list. Thank you. Next. Wow. What did Remy do? She didn't do nothing. I never blocked her. I've never blocked any of Remy's names. That's why I'm like perplexed. And I'm not, that's no pun intended. I'm like wondering why. Do you live by water? No, not really. Why? Two tacos. I lived in a new house where there was an old lady and young man ghost in the house. The man appeared in my daughter's bedroom on the day she was getting married. I haven't. No, it's probably your Google list. I've checked my Google list though. Hang on. Damn it. I don't even know. I've barely ever checked that either. Manage Google account. I'll try. Where do I go? Security? No, people? Blocked. Blocked people. Nope, you're not on it. You're not on it, Remy. You're not on it. You're not on my Google block list. So I have no idea. Where's Remy's link? Hang on. Unless I have you blocked. Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, you are blocked there. Why would I block you? Maybe I blocked you. Maybe I blocked you a long time ago. I don't know. No, I didn't. I don't remember blocking you. I don't know. Maybe we had words or something and I blocked you. That's what I'm going to start doing from now on when I have words with people. But I seriously, Remy, I didn't remember blocking you. I love ghost haunting, but not in my own home. Well, here's the thing. Last night really scared me. I mean, I've heard the footsteps and stuff from upstairs, but that never has scared me. That's the channel you always use and everyone is subscribed to. Well, it said unblock user, so you were blocked there. So try and go there and come on that name. It's probably going to work now. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. M's check text. Okay. I'm just reading. So anyways, that happened. So that was kind of my scary night last night. And then my friend that I was talking to said, just close your eyes and go to sleep. But I mean, when stuff like that, I put a bowl in front of the door because I was so freaked out that I did not want to see that door closed. I should have maybe not and filmed it because I swear to God, you guys, and I said to myself, if I talk about this tomorrow, they're going to think I'm nuts and that it didn't happen. But I was actually talking to someone when this happened. I would Smokey. Smokey cracks me up. Smokey, you should do inspirational videos. Wait. Oh, it worked? Is that your regular account? I guess you were blocked. I'm sorry. I apologize. Hi, Kim. I'm going to stop trying to say Kim's last name. She's going to be Kim B to me. Good morning, Kim. How are you guys? Or how are you, ma'am? Um, good morning, Brandy. Kansas City Lights. Smokey, did you get Kansas City Lights email? They are asking. I'm just relating the message, relaying the message. Hi, Top Cop. I believe you. Don't be scared. Uh, yeah, well, that's easier said than done when you actually are sitting there because I saw movement. And that's the thing is when I saw that big black thing in my room, I saw movement in the corner of my eye. So I looked over where the movement was coming from, and there the door was slowly opening, and I was watching it. Brew yet. I'm good, thank you. What's up, Brandy? Woot woot. I'm trying to do this as good as I can. Woot woot. Oh my God, Ems. Oh my God. I found something and I can't share it on here and I can't put it on my community page. And I probably can't put it on your Instagram if your kids see your Instagram. But it is the funniest freaking thing ever. Funniest thing. Think cucumbers and Shrek. And Shrek. And somebody milking a cucumber, not in a good way. You know what color Shrek is. Oh my God. It is like, oh my God. So, anyways, I can't share it. I was so tempted to put it on my community post because it is hilarious and title it, and now here's how you milk a cucumber. But I can't. It is so X-rated. It is so X-rated. I cannot. Yeah, it's as X-rated as it gets, and I can't share it. I can share it privately, but not publicly. Definitely not publicly. I would get probably I don't know, a complaint from somebody, sure. My kids don't see that Instagram. Oh, okay, Ans. Well, if I can share that on your Instagram, I will. I'll make sure my granddaughter can't see it on hers because it is pretty. Oh, maybe I'll send it. I'll text the image to Gingerlock's mom and she can text it to you. Maybe that's how I'll do it because I'm scared someone in my family will see how naughty I was. Oh, okay. I didn't know you had private messages on Instagram. Oh, okay. I'll have to figure that one out. I'll figure that out later, but it's funny as hell. But trust me, it's really funny. And the caption is, now here's how you milk a cucumber. Let that sink in for a minute. Oh, it's funny. It's X-rated, but it's funny. Kim says, my sister is coming for a few days. I wish I had a magic wand to clean my house. Oh, don't we all? Don't we all? Well, my house isn't that big, though. Big, it's, I mean, it's big enough. It's it's got 3 floors, like the upstairs, the downstairs, and the basement, which I'm not going down because I heard weird freaking noises down there last night, and the basement is really dark. And I am not going. I have to actually sometime today because I have to get something out of the freezer for dinner. Oh my God, you cannot believe how freaked out I was last night. I was so scared. Like, I mean, scared. I felt my heart coming out of my chest. I swear to God. My house is spotless now. I'm working on closets. Your house, I've never seen your house look even messy, ever. Look at my house. My house is like, my husband is messy. I have to blame it on him. I'm messy too sometimes, but not that I clean up after myself. Like I clean as I go. Oh, Carla, what happened? Oh, Well, I don't want to go. I don't want to go over it again. If you go to the beginning of my live, I kind of explained it. Sabrina, good morning. It's just that last night I got freaked out because I watched a door open by itself. And I know people aren't going to believe me. And I wish I would have filmed it, but it didn't. It's not like a gust of wind came and because no windows were open in my house. But it opened, the fact that it opened so slowly and that it was latched, because I made sure it was latched, the fact that it opened that slowly scared the crap out of me. So that's basically, and then I opened it all the way and it started to close. So, and it was against the wall. Like my door, when you open it all the way, it's against the wall. So I finally put a bowl in front of it because it freaked me out. Oh, Lord. Mm, let me see. Okay. So I would ask Remy for a recap as long as there's no like no drama and nothing about me. But I don't think that's possible on YouTube to do a Remy recap without any drama. Because usually there's drama going on no matter when. And I'm trying to stay away from that. I went golfing again yesterday, so I only did chores till 3 p.m. Then it was all fun the rest of the night. That's good, Ems. We all need to have fun. When I was little, a closet door wouldn't stay closed. We found out a girl hang. Oh my gosh. See, I don't even want to know. You know how they have that show, The Dead Files? I wouldn't even want to know what happened in this house. Not that it's like a real old house. It's not that old. But, if it was like something really spooky or creepy, I don't think I'd want to know. Now you know you're always in the recap. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Oh, what the hell. Remy can do her recap if she wants. And then we can just move on to other things. Because I really did miss a lot of things last night. Like I was watching like I have channels that I go to, Simply Sarah, uh, Tiny House Preppers, Living Big in a Tiny House. I watch all those shows. So, you know, I don't. And then there's this other guy, and he just amuses me. He's Prince Magnum, and I don't know why, but he usually only has like about 10 people in his stream. But he's so I don't know how to explain him. He's so personable and welcoming, and it's like so he's always so upbeat. It's just Prince Magnum, and I don't know. I just like his channel. I love Living Big in a Tiny. How I love that guy, that host. I have a serious crush on him. I think he's from New Zealand and he's hot stuff. Hi, sweet. Thank you for coming up on panel yesterday. That was very sweet of you. Hi, Babe Beauty. So yeah, so I watch a lot. I watch this guy called Prince Magnum, and he's got this really really old car, and he just does like one day he did diner food. Diner food. He just does it in his own house. Like it's like no like studio or anything. It's just I don't know. It's just a channel. I don't know how I found it. I found it. I started watching him, and have you ever like just gone around YouTube and just watched certain channels and then just gone, like you'll have a recommendation after that you watch a certain video. I think that's how I found him. And he never has a lot of people in his stream, but it just like keeps me. Oh, I have a channel by this man who's in the jungle. He builds everything by hand himself. That's, yeah, see, like channels like that. Carla, your rings look beautiful. Guess I never noticed them before. Yeah, I don't wear them all the time because sometimes in the morning my fingers are swollen, really swollen, and I can't even get them on because I take them off at night. But um, it did me what Pookie says it did me too, but he won't change. So no nice and fighting it anymore, Aussie flag. Is Remy still in here? Did she say she was going to come up and give me a Remy recap or not? Or no? I'm sure I don't know. I'm sure I wasn't. I hope I wasn't in like the Remy recap. I love that guy, Smokey P. He is amazing. I love that guy. Who? Which guy? Oh, wait. I missed it. I missed who you guys are talking about. Because I like I've been watching like all different kinds of channels. Yeah, Samara, drop the link. You are a mod. Yeah, I want to see who you're talking about. Hi, Captain Obnoxious. I'm so excited to pick up my middle son's cap and gown today. Oh, he's graduating. That's so great. I don't have a recap except Marsha's. Marsha went live and is mad at Makeup Mobster and Tiffany Marie pick videos apart. Oh, I really am tired of hearing about those two, to be honest. It's the same, it's the same every time, all the time. It's just getting old. But I did hear that LK is on a hit list. I don't know what that's all about. And supposedly it happened in my stream. So I really don't know what that's, I really, really don't know what that's about. So, oh, okay. Sure, Ams. Absolutely. There you go. I hope I didn't do anything to offend anybody. I hope not. Ooh, oh, yeah, there's a hit out on her. Oh, Remy says, yeah, there's a hit out on her. If she has to be that victim, she will. Um, I really don't like. Oh, here's Ams. Hey, Ams,
Oh, I cannot hear
are you
you.
there?
Hang on, I gotta go out and come back in.
Oh, that's stupid, 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 stupid. StreamYards. So, yeah, StreamYards really, it works like when it wants to work. It actually works when it wants to work and doesn't work when it doesn't want to work. Oh, wow. Isn't that weird? Smokey, are you going to work? Okay, I'll hook it. Thank you, my friend. He'll hook it. Sounds like I'm hooking it, baby. Baby. I had a couple of hits out on me when I worked for CPS. I'm not surprised though. I'm not laughing at you having a couple of hits, but I've heard that CPS workers get a lot of hate coming their way. Have you ever watched that movie Case 39? That was so freaking weird with that CPS worker. That was the weirdest movie. Morning, Miss Demina. I hope your hubby's feeling better. Where did Ems go? Oh, there she is. Can you hear me now?
Oh boy. It
I,
keeps taking my headphones and cutting them off for some reason. Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna have to not use my headphones for a second. I just want to I'm only going to stay up here for a second, but I think this is extremely important to touch on because it's such a touchy subject. Um So I don't know if you noticed, Makeup Mobster put a community post up where she said that yesterday she was threatened with CPS and that three women sat on her panel and didn't say a word. So if you guys, you know, if you guys seen that community post, that's bullshit. I went back to the video and at like 3 hours and 17 minutes, you can clearly hear me jump in. Others jumped in as well. So that's bullshit. It's nonsense. It didn't happen. And if someone sees that and thinks that we were up here just condoning CPS being called on Makeup Mobster, it's nonsense.
I never heard that. I don't remember hearing that was, oh, Brian was talking about him. Um, I mean, what happened to him, but I don't remember anybody saying anyone was gonna
I know.
fall on
I just
her.
wanted to touch on that before
And you
that
watched it
rumor.
all? You watched it all? Because I would not condone that. If I heard that,
Yeah,
I would have told him, no, that's
well, I
wrong.
remembered it specifically, and I started roboting when I jumped in the first time, but then I
Hmm.
made sure I repeated myself
Hmm.
just so it was very well known, that
Right.
nobody supports CPS being called, people's
No,
lives being messed with, and I clearly said, talk all the shit you want, leave it on YouTube. So I don't know why she's now trying to convince people that we just sat up here and said nothing, but it's bullshit.
I know it is. I would have said something.
Absolutely.
And it,
Absolutely.
yeah, and it's up. So anybody that, yeah, but see, here's the problem with that. When someone puts a community, and I don't look at her community post, when someone puts a community post like that, people don't bother to fact check and see that that's
Right.
not true.
Well, I commented in there and I put exactly where they could find it in the video. That way, if anyone wanted to go check for themselves, they could see it.
Oh,
And
okay.
because CPS is such a big deal on
Mhm.
here, I just didn't want that rumor flying. Like all
Right.
of a sudden, we
Yeah,
were a
and that
part of
comes
that
back. Yeah,
somehow.
really, 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 seriously. I don't remember hearing anything and condoning anything like that because I would have been the first one to say that's not right.
I agree.
Oh, and
I
all of
absolutely
us that
agree.
were up on here would have said the same. So, yeah,
I agree. I just wanted to come up and say that before that rumor, got
yeah.
any traction because it's
Always,
not
isn't it?
true.
Always something. Seriously, always something. It never, 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 never would we condone something like that.
I
Just
agree.
want to say, hopefully, people will look for themselves. Hopefully, people did look, you know,
They
but some
probably
people,
didn't. That's the problem. If Alive is still up and you can provide you know, the exact point to where it was said, hopefully people would have clicked over and said, "Hey, let me just check that for myself before I run with that." And people probably didn't.
you'll have to give me the timestamp too, because I'm sure not going through 3 hours and 17 minutes
Well,
because I
that's
would.
where it's at. It's around the 3 hour, 17 minute mark.
Oh, okay. All right.
Where a comment was said, and
Okay.
um, it is what it is. I just don't want that rumor started.
Yeah. Thank you.
Just
I would have
because
no, I would have had no
how
idea.
bad.
I mean, why? Here's the thing. Why start crap when it's not true? Did someone run to her and say that's what we did? And then she just automatically believed it? Like that's what happens a lot of times. You know what I mean?
I have no idea.
Thank you,
I have
Bailey.
no clue. When I
Thank you
read
so
it,
much.
though, I was like, what?
Oh, Lord. It's always
Just because I
something.
remember, that happening, and I remember like me immediately coming to attention and being like, wait a second. let me jump in here. And then I started roboting. So that's why it stuck out in my mind the most, because I had to then repeat myself.
I don't know
It's
even
all
know
good.
what to say. Well, yeah. So the 3 hour and 17 mark, guys, if you want to know. So
Yep. We did not just sit on panel while she
I
was being
condone that.
threatened. Yeah, and sit there quietly or say nothing. Um, anytime anytime CPS is mentioned in general, I am not supportive of that on here. I have
I'm not
not
either.
seen any parents that, in my opinion, that have deserved a CPS investigation. I will always stand by that.
Right,
Those are just what my beliefs are.
right. And mine too. Like, I don't think Brian deserved it. I don't think uh Makeup Mobster deserves it. I don't think Laura deserved it. Um, I don't think Amanda Lynn deserves it. I don't think anybody on here that I know of, the parents that
I
I know
agree.
of, deserve it. So, yeah.
I
Oh
I
my God.
absolutely agree.
And I wouldn't stand by if someone threatened to call CPS on here and say nothing. I would, especially if it's someone that I know is a good parent. And as far as
Yeah,
I'm concerned, she is a good parent. I mean, she might be a bitch, but she's a good parent as far as
right.
I can see. So,
Yep. I
um,
I try to stay right away from that. The way people parent in general, that's not my business.
right.
For anybody,
Unless,
I
I
stay
mean,
away.
unless they were on camera beating their child, and,
Yeah, that's
you know,
different. That's
but
different.
I mean, come on. None
And
of us are going
I
to
hear
condone that.
once that truthfully Trisha covered herself in blood while her child stood by and watched. Like something like that would catch my attention for sure.
Oh, yeah. Well, and I think a lot of people called on her when she did that. But
Yeah.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I've never seen any parent on here abuse their child or neglect their child, or you know what I mean? Well, and I wouldn't condone someone calling CPS on anybody. No, no, that didn't happen.
I
Didn't
agree.
happen.
So I just wanted to come up really quick and nip that in the bud before it took
Thank
any,
you. I
it got
had
any
no
traction.
idea that was even said. It's like, oh God, every day it's something, you know, every day it's something. It
Couldn't
just,
agree more.
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna
All
hop down
right.
and finish my
All right.
coffee.
Thanks for letting me know.
You're
Thanks for coming
welcome.
up.
You're
Love you, girl.
welcome. Love you too. Bye.
Okay, bye. And there's that. If you want to see what was said, go to the 3 hour and 17-minute mark on my video from yesterday. Uh, I don't even know what to say. I don't go to Laura's community post. I don't go to Makeup Mobster's community post. But as far as I'm concerned, people are going to run with, whatever they want to run with. Hi. Hi, Jen.
Hello.
Jen,
Can you hear
how are
me?
you? Yeah, how are you?
Okay, good. I just woke up. I just woke up to M's and you.
Did you hear what was said?
No, no, I was actually getting my coffee. What happened?
I guess Makeup Mobster put up a community post, said that we sat by while someone accused or said that threatened to call CPS on her. Do you
Where?
remember that? She said it's at the 3 hour and 17-minute mark. It never happened.
Did you look?
I haven't had time to go
I'll
back
look
and
right
look.
now. I'll go look right now. Hold
Yeah,
on.
and stream it. Actually, can you stream it to?
Yeah,
Can you
I
share it?
can. Yeah.
Okay, we'll share it here because I'm not going to strike her for sharing, or I'm not going to strike myself for sharing my own video.
Let's see.
God, I'm so tired of this. She said it was the 3 hour, 17-minute mark. Oh, Remy, I heard it was up there. That we sat by and condoned someone calling CPS, Remy? Well, then I didn't hear it. You heard what?
Hey, well, this was your live yesterday, babe.
I guess it's from yesterday.
Okay, I have it up. I'm going to share it with you, and we'll go through it.
There are screenshots under Tiffany Marie's community post. Someone mentioned, apparently it was Sandy and Life Rewinded. Okay. All right. Okay. And the 3 hour and 17. Can you guys see this?
We're at 3:16:19. So
Okay. You can play it there. I mute myself.
I'm watching the private chat right now.
Okay.
Oops.
Okay.
I see
All
it.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Maybe she just
Sorry,
doesn't want to
quick, man.
believe that. I don't know.
Yep.
No, it's not that that's
Do you
whatever.
see
It is
the
what it
private
is.
chat?
Yep.
Yep,
Yes,
I saw it.
I do.
That's very disheartening.
I'm going to
Very
have to do
disheartening when
something
people
about
do
that.
that.
did
Yeah.
you see it?
That's
I
not
am
where
going to
I
have
didn't
to. I
see-
don't want
you
to,
do that.
but I'm going to have to.
So, what was it?
We were talking about Remy being blocked.
Do I
There.
need to like go back and clip the entire context?
I'm not
Yeah.
referring to what happened in chat. Makeup Mobster said we sat on panel and said nothing. That's not true.
You all could understand her without her interpreter.
You're talking about Makeup Mobster.
Nobody. I don't know.
I have no idea what she's talking about.
I don't know.
Seriously.
I'm gonna go ahead and watch
I wish
that
Ryan
again.
would, I
Clip
mean,
it.
none of us talked about CPS, and none of us would condone that.
No.
Oh, Ems is going to come back up because I would really like to know, like, what was said and why and where we stood by.
I'll
and
be
said
honest.
nothing.
I don't really fucking care about people complaining anymore about shit that's happened to them.
Well, yeah, but
we're
looking bad that we condone someone calling CPS. That's like so like not that's
And we'll put public service announcements on every live, Carla. So nobody
yeah, we're gonna have
gets
to.
confused. Nobody's misunderstand, you know?
Yeah,
Good here.
really. I mean, it's gonna have to be. It's gotten to that point that people are just running with whatever they want. They're taking things out of context. Now her content is playing other lives and pausing and making comments. Why doesn't Makeup Mobster take her own advice and stop watching? I don't know what was. I seriously don't know. That the 3 hour and 17 mark was about Remy and Republican Ash as issues.
Yeah.
And that's why I said I'm going to have to do something about that because I didn't know what else to do about their freaking fight. They brought it into my chat.
I feel so good. I had the best time last night. I'm telling you, my stomach hurt from laughing so hard.
Where did you go?
On the phone with all y'all.
Yes, we did. That's why we missed everything last night.
I know. Oh, so good.
Oh, I'm so fed up with these people. Like I am. I'm so fed up. Okay, Ems is up. Hey, Ems. Are you there? Is she here? Can she? Oh, she's she's having technical difficulties.
It's
really
been like
is.
that since the quarantine started.
StreamYard sucks big time. Someone said that Hangouts is back. And if Hangouts is back, that's how I'm going to do like friggin' panels from now on. Gonna figure out how to do that.
Yeah, I didn't know you could do that.
Well, I guess that's how they used to do panels was with Hangouts, but
I'll take it because StreamYard's.
I know. I pay for it. I
Oh.
pay for like the technical difficulties. Technical difficulties. I pay for that. For God's sakes.
Miss Murder.
Miss Murder is up. Ems is coming back, I think. I think she wants to come back, and Ems' headphones are wonky. If Hangouts is back, I'm going to celebrate. Well, I heard someone say that yesterday. I don't know if I don't quote me on that because I'm going to be like crucified for giving out false information. I heard someone else say that. But
Don't give out false information,
on
Carla.
what?
Yeah.
So where was that said? I'm confused, which I apologized for. It was on Carla's. I'm not sure. Oh, Remy's talking about her issues with Republican Ash.
How is everybody?
We're
Good,
good.
how are you?
We're good.
Good. I just woke up.
So did I.
I swear I'm on Eastern time for sure. It's 10:30 p.m.
Oh, that's right. It's 6:30 a.m. here, Miss Murder.
Okay, Ems is going to come up and explain what's going on. Can you hear us now, Ems?
My
I can
sound
hear it.
sucks this morning.
We can hear you.
I apologize.
We can all hear you. So what's up?
Okay, so that's not the part. If you were to go a little bit further, it was a little bit beyond that. And
Oh.
the whole, the whole part about Brian getting CPS called on him began being discussed by him. And that is the part she's referring to. But we didn't just sit by idle and say nothing. It was part of a whole conversation. You can clearly hear me say, I believe I said multiple things, but I believe I said all the CPS shit needs to stop. Talk all the shit you want. Leave it on YouTube though. Stop calling CPS. Stop calling people's jobs. It was a part of a whole conversation. It's not
I
as though.
remember that part. I think we all
Yeah.
agreed to that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Agreed. So why is she
It's not
saying
as-
that we all sat back and
said nothing.
yeah?
It's
seriously.
called listening.
Yeah, and it's called
Yeah.
being
I
in
would
control of my
I would
own
like
mouth.
to play that because
Mhm.
I would like to play that certain part because I honestly know that Brian was talking about that, but I thought he was talking about himself. I thought that's what he was talking about.
That's what I thought too.
So did I.
His Zoom is murder. Yeah. And that's what we said. It wasn't right what happened to him. I don't think it was. I
No,
don't
we
think he's a bad
We don't
parent.
think it.
I don't think
No.
it's right for anybody to be called on. So
No,
I agree with you.
Do you remember the
No,
part where I
that's-
said we're not agreeing that this is right? It's not.
Yeah.
That
I
part.
guess
I agree
not,
with you.
because she's got a community page saying that we all, stopped by and said nothing.
The community page said, now I can't remember word for word, but it said something like this, that I was threatened, CPS was going to be called on me again, while 3 women sat on panel and said nothing. Well, that's false.
First of all,
my God.
if that was said, I didn't hear it. I'll be honest with you,
Me
but
too. And I don't care. So
and I
move on.
don't condone it either. But honestly, I really don't give a fuck what happens to anybody. I don't like. What do you want me to do? I don't give a fuck.
Moving on.
Exactly.
Moving on. I just didn't want that rumor to, start popping off.
But here's the thing, Jen. None of us would threaten somebody with that. That's
No.
what I want to make clear. And none
Right.
of us would say that it was right for anyone to do that. So
I don't have that kind of reputation. Nobody on this fucking panel has that reputation. Okay.
right. So why is she trying to, put that out there? That's disgusting.
That's the thing. No one should be giving you a blah, blah, blah. I'm waking
Blah,
up.
blah, blah, blah.
Nobody should be giving you a reputation. You create it for yourself. So,
Okay.
fingers.
Well, not on YouTube.
Yeah. Oh well.
Because people
Anyway.
run with stuff without proof.
That's okay because I know who I am.
Yeah, that's
You think anybody would give a fat fuck if CPS was called on me? Do you think anybody would give a fat fuck other than the people maybe in this chat? That's a big fuck no. So why am I supposed to care if anything happens to anybody else? Like, I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not.
Oh my goodness. Jen's on a roll this morning. On a dinner roll.
No, I've just ghosted
I
so
just
many
know-
people.
I just, I would care if someone called
Me too.
CPS on you. I would.
And I don't want my name attached to anything to do with any of these CPS calls because I
No,
don't stand by
either.
it. I don't support it.
I don't either.
I
because
don't
it's
even
like-
want to be known as someone that has, even remotely, I don't know. I just,
condoned that.
yeah,
don't
I
wanna
would
be
never sit
either.
by
I've
and
got
say
enough
nothing.
problems
Have
coming
you
my
ever
way.
threatened that?
No, never.
Yeah,
I don't want anything to
exactly.
do with any of that
Exactly.
stuff.
So I don't give a fuck what they want to say about me. Oh, these 3 panels. You know what? You weren't here. You're not me. You don't control what I do, period. I don't condone that at all.
Me either.
But I am not going to feel sorry for somebody that has nothing good to say ever.
Yeah. People in chat, just understand the difference. When I say I don't care, doesn't mean I don't care about people. So I don't care about the rumors. I don't care about this bullshit.
Same.
So
Jeez.
anyone in chat that thinks we're talking about the Life Rewinded and Sandy thing, we're not. That's not what we're talking
Oh,
about. I don't even know what happened.
I don't either.
And supposedly
with
it
that.
happened in my chat. Okay, so I don't know what happened
Me
between
either.
Life Rewinded, but supposedly someone's on a hit list, which I have no idea about. So
Neither do I. And I
Okay.
said it yesterday that when I'm on panel on my phone, I cannot see the full chat.
I don't see it at all either. I talked about that yesterday. So
well,
Yeah,
and
me too.
here's the thing: when you
you're
guys
going
are
to put
talking,
something in there and you're going to talk about something, work it out. If you have a
And
question, tag our names.
I try to read, a lot of comments, but sometimes, I miss out. I don't see everything. So
Yeah, and I'm doing my diamond painting, so my head's down a lot of the time.
But
I'm not going to be their new. I'm not going to be their new
bag.
piece of trash that they want to, take and use for content. I know that, and don't let them. I know who I am. I know I don't condone that shit. So
Right.
I agree. I just know YouTube, and I know how rumors can fly like that, and such a touchy subject. I just didn't even want it to gain traction.
Right.
It's fine.
That's good.
Well,
But
the people that run with this shit are the people that don't go back to fact find or fact check. So
yeah.
Good
And I
morning.
appreciate you saying that up here.
Hi,
And
Miss
good comment.
Good morning. Good morning.
Okay, I'm gonna hop back down now.
Okay,
Bye, guys.
sweetie.
Bye.
Okay. Thanks, Ems.
So did you hear the community post said?
Yeah, what? I don't know anything about that.
I don't either.
Apparently something was said about CPS being called on Makeup Mobster, and we all sat by and said nothing.
What?
I'll read it to you.
Well, when was
I might have been
when
on
did this
mute.
happen?
Yesterday. It was yesterday.
Oh, I didn't even know that happened. That's
I
not
actually
right.
that's probably
That's
when
not cool. That's
Brian.
not cool.
I'm going to read it because.
See, I thought we were talking about Brian.
Someone explain what the fuck this means. This looks like threat to me, and you are pretty stupid if you're writing this in chats. You people need help. You seriously need help. Don't cry. Don't cry when the finger gets pointed at you. Just stop watching. Why is that so hard? I don't understand, and don't even think of gaslighting me, because if the shoe was on the other foot and one of us said this about one of you, you'd all make a huge fucking deal out of it. I was also threatened once again today with a CPS call while 3 women sat up there and said nothing. It's okay so long as it's not you or someone you like, right?
Well, I'm sorry that
No
happened
one
to her.
ever here is saying that. That's different.
I'm sorry that happened to her, and I was not aware of it.
I'm sorry it happened to her too, but I have no idea what she's talking about. Like, I'm so sick of these people. Seriously.
Yeah, I think it's really stupid when people call CPS and it's not needed for all the reasons we've always talked about. The resources aren't there if somebody's calling prank calls.
Brian was
The
talking
kids.
about himself.
Why are we even bringing it up in chat or anywhere else?
Well,
Yeah.
here's the thing.
My God.
I don't want to get any more hate coming my way. That's why I'm bringing it up.
Yeah,
You know
I feel
what I
like
mean?
these subjects are being put on your panel and people are just digging through shit, like, watch the entire live before you start digging and picking it apart, because you're going to look like an ass when you do.
Right.
Good morning, ladies.
Oh, good
Morning,
morning.
Morning.
I can explain this really quickly.
Okay.
I don't want to take up any of your time. I'm looking for a damn lighter, and somehow every lighter goes missing. Okay, so
Mhm.
what happened was, and my audio was shit yesterday. It was cutting out. I was getting kicked off. Whatever. We were talking about
What's
it. Brian was
inside
talking
your
about his.
butthole?
Brian was talking about his, and then I heard it. I know what I heard, Brian. I love you, dude, but I heard it. He said, "Yeah, I called on her," and I was like, "Oh my god."
You called on who?
My makeup mobster.
Can we have
Well, I
Brian
never
here to
heard it.
defend himself, please?
That's
Yeah,
what I mean.
That's what
thought
I'd
it was the best
appreciate if it
thing.
were me.
Yeah.
No, I understand that. That's just what was said. I don't know. It's like it was very faint to me because my audio sucks. But, and I said, why would you do that? She didn't do anything to you. And then that guy, RWP, real world podcast guy, he was brought up and said, oh, and then he said,
How about I never heard him say that.
How about this is a panel of women with their own minds and mouths that have a conversation about different topics every day? I mean, I'm sure everybody used to watch Donahue.
Yes.
Who?
Donahue.
So,
Oh,
wait,
and
Remy?
now we're showing we're our age. What's that?
I'm
Remy.
107 years old.
Yeah.
Well, good for you. You look great.
Remy,
107?
was this yesterday on the panel
Yes,
here?
ma'am.
That's what she said, and I never heard him say that. 'Cause
I
would
didn't
have
hear him
said
say that
something to
either.
him.
I
This
think
murder
a lot
didn't
of us
hear
were
it. I didn't
talking
hear
at
it.
the same time.
None of us are responsible for Brian's mouth.
Nope.
I'm just saying, Remy, he did not say he called. You're putting it out
Yes,
there,
he
and you're
did.
making us look bad now.
Was she called? Was CPS called
Is
yesterday
Brian in chat?
on
I
her?
want to go back and play that video.
I'll
I
do
wanna
it. I'll bring
hear
it up.
Say,
But
that.
that's
Okay,
what
but
I
hold
heard.
on.
Maybe it was my audio cutting out. I
Hold on,
never
let me
heard
ask a
sick and
question.
tired of this bullshit. We're gonna
Wait,
play it.
wait, when was CPS called on her? Yesterday?
I have no idea.
She said it was threatened, and we sat by and said nothing. I would not sit by and say nothing if Brian threatened it.
Absolutely not. Because
I
I
wouldn't.
know. I said,
But you
why
just
would
said
do
you
that?
heard it, Remy. You just
I
said you
just
heard
said-
him say that.
He said, "Yep, I called." That's what he said. And I said, "Why would you do that? She didn't do anything wrong to you." And everybody else was talking.
Well, we're
Maybe
gonna play
that's
it
why you
back.
didn't hear
I'm
it.
gonna play it back. I want to
Then
see.
play it back. But that's what I heard.
Okay, here we go. Okay, and she said it's M said it's a little past there.
Okay.
So,
I'll keep going to Lake.
well, yeah, just play it. We'll
316.
Okay, yeah, start.
How good are you at this?
She said, "I'm getting good at sharing." There's no sound.
How do you guys even screen share?
Okay, let me fix it again. Yes. StreamYards.
I think I might have already left at that stage, did I? You guys went over.
Yeah, I think you were gone by then. I'm not sure though.
Okay,
Well,
well,
where did that go? Where did
I'm
this
going to
Hey.
bring it. Here you go, honey.
Oh, okay.
there you go. I don't need to say
Okay.
anything then.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Type it in the private chat. All right.
If you have a rogue mod, people need to know.
Yeah, I know.
I'm watching the private chat right now.
Okay.
Oops.
Okay.
I see
All
it.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Maybe she just
Sorry,
doesn't want to
explain
believe that. I don't know.
Wait a minute.
Yep.
No, it's
Wait
not
a minute. Wait a minute.
That's,
We'll play this and then you
Did
can
you see the
explain it.
private
Amanda.
Yep.
Yes,
I thought.
I do.
That's very disheartening.
I'm gonna have to do something
That's
about
what
that.
it is.
Yes.
Jenny,
That's
I am
Jenny,
gonna have to. I don't want to,
do that.
but I'm gonna have to.
It's
I
just
really-
you know,
I'm not gonna call it out.
What's up?
if you trust someone
Move
with a
back.
wrench, they're supposed
Move back.
to moderate your chat. They're not supposed to take it out on people that they're mad at right now.
You don't mod with your
Right.
personal feelings.
Right. I agree.
The way I
Like,
mod,
why
is
she
when
does.
anybody else getting blamed. The reason why the way I mod is no homosexual, slurs, no racism, no hate speech, and no mean trolling. I mean, hey, you and your troll, you're funny, whatever. But if you're coming in saying you you a-hole, you're a scumbag, blah 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 blah, get out. And I just time it. I don't mod
Right.
unless the host wishes for that.
Remy, I get
How I do things.
I get the feeling that 180 doesn't like you, Remy.
You think?
I think it's because of makeup.
That's fine. But I don't talk to her. He talks to people I don't like.
Well, here's
So,
my opinion. Talk to whoever you want, for real.
You know that
Like,
180 is very protective over Marianne, and Makeup Monster has been a total bitch to her. So he's going to stick up for
that's not my
Marianne
problem.
first and foremost.
I have stood up for Marianne. I said it the other day. I said I never would believe Marianne would do that to MRB. Never would she ever do anything like that to hurt that woman. Nothing. And that woman is putting her family in danger. And that's that.
Makeup Monster doesn't give
Marianne
a fuck
would
about who she
never
puts
do
in
that.
danger.
No, I'm talking about Mommy Rambling.
Oh, Mommy Ramblings, yeah.
You know something? I don't even want to touch the Makeup Monster situation. It's just not, no. I mean, I talk about how I feel about her. I get told that I'm bashing her. She went on a live and said I bashed her all morning. I was like, 8 minutes is all morning. Are you fucking kidding me right now? I'm not even going to deal with it. She's not my friend. I do not talk to her. End of story.
Good.
I don't talk to Marianne privately. Will I stick up for her when things are being done wrong to her? Yes.
Makeup Monster isn't to be trusted. She's not to be trusted. When she read out that email that she allegedly got from my police department, you know that she didn't show it?
That was so fucked up. I'm sorry, Makeup Monster. Dude, what are you doing? What's like, what? It just seems like, and I'm sorry, Laura, I'm just going to say it seems like anybody that gets around you just starts to act like you.
Well, see, those police officers, those police officers that she allegedly spoke to were not supposed to be discussing any type of case whatsoever.
Well, that's a violation on their part.
Right, and it's been well known through the Dayton Police Department to not speak to her.
Well, don't speak to anybody.
As soon as she put that up, I sent that live over to the detective, and I said, "Well, this is what you get for talking to her."
What would they get? I'm sorry. Maybe I broke up. I didn't hear
because she shouldn't have aired out personal law enforcement stuff, acting like she's trying to help, and then put it on YouTube.
Nobody should air out any friggin' legal shit, dude. No one should be calling anybody else's police department. No one should be airing out anybody else's business. Just stop.
Just remember this, Makeup Mobster. I do not forget.
And that's
okay. Well, I'm gonna hop down.
And I don't give a fuck who you run to.
Okay, Samara. You have a great day.
I
think it's Laura.
I have no idea.
Like, think about this for a minute, though. You talk to her a lot behind the scenes. I want you to think about.
I didn't talk to her that much, though. It was all through text. She would barely answer me until she would ask me about.
No, you've told me some information that even you can't hear me.
Oh, no, now I can.
We can hear. I can hear you.
Sorry, my bad. It was a win.
I mean, I just want you to think of your conversations with her before she was even friends with Laura again, and think of how they went. So I don't think it's Laura. I think
that she is. What's the right word? I think it's more, almost. I can't think of another word, but possibly mimicking would be maybe a good word. I don't know. But she just it started to rub me the wrong way, and I was just like, hey, what's going on? Like, you know, what are you doing? And it just, then I was stonewalled. So that's it. That's really it. And yes, I did go into her chat and just say Happy Mother's Day. That's it. And I popped out.
Well, anybody that would send people over to somebody's house to have their children question about sexual abuse doesn't deserve a fucking Happy Mother's Day.
Right.
She didn't do that, though.
And I think,
They didn't stop
Did
it.
she?
I
thought
think,
it
can
was
you
somebody else.
understand, Remy, why people are pissed about that?
I'm sorry?
Like, you know.
Let somebody question her fucking son about it, whether his daddy has touched him.
Brian, I thought that it was somebody else that did that.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that behavior. Not
Well,
one.
where's the live that Makeup Monster should be doing about how fucking wrong that was? Instead, she's over there, woo woo.
I think
Where's
she
the
did.
apology?
She did it.
Brian and all.
Still goes over there. She did a fake
Yeah.
apology, but she still goes
I
over
don't
there.
watch that guy. I will not watch him. I will not give him the time of day. He is not
Brian.
good.
Brian. I just don't like the way you talk to women, Brian. Brian, I just don't like the way you talk to women, Brian. You shouldn't be doing that, Brian.
Hey, real world, what's up?
I am
In all-
why I feel that way, and I felt the same, Brian. You know.
You guys, we're at 320. We're at 323:44.
Okay, that
I
was
didn't hear
him
him say it.
saying, how would she feel?
Like, am I supposed to go any further? What
No,
was the
that's
timestamp?
no, that's it.
No, I was
That's
off, but I still heard this.
That's like how would she, I took it as how would she feel if the same thing happened to her? That's how I took it.
That's how I took it.
Amanda Lynn wants to explain something. What's
Yeah,
going on, Amanda Lynn?
Okay, first of all, the shit that happened.
I'm gonna pop off. Okay.
Go further.
Oh,
What's going on?
Jennifer's like, she's pissed at me. Girl, we can panel up. Every time I jump on, she jumps off. I don't know what I did to her besides I won't say fuck BTS. I don't know.
Wait,
I
who
don't.
popped off?
Jen, every time I come up, she hops off. Girl, we can panel up. I don't know what your problem is with me. I was coming up here to say you don't see your whole chat. That's all. All I was coming up here to do was like, you know, let Carla know like nothing happened bad in your chat. They were talking about something that was private between them. That's all. And then the Real World podcast shit was him just saying, how would you like it? You know, if that was done to you, which you already played it. So I didn't need to come up.
No, you have to go further. I know what I heard.
Well, that was almost the very end, Remy.
Remy, why didn't you go to Carla private so they could at least go through it though? I know you had good intentions, but then now they're gonna say, see, Remy heard it too. Remy heard it too, you know. But
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know
what I mean. That happened. Remy said it in the chat. I heard him say it. And that's not what he said. He said, how would she feel, Remy? And you made it look like he said, I'm going to call CPS, which makes it seem like it was a threat and we said nothing. That's what pisses me off.
No.
Yes,
no.
you said
You
it. You said it in the chat.
Carla,
I heard it too. I heard it too.
Wait a minute. You guys did not sit idly by and say, that's great. Or just keep your mouth shut. Absolutely not. You guys made it very clear.
Wait, Remy. He was talking about himself. He said, his words were, how would she like it?
Where's the part where he talks about how his daughters were impacted?
I said, I don't know, but after that, I guess. I don't know. People have to go back.
So there you go.
But you're sitting there in there. Get rid of that.
No, that's where it was. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Well, there's a lot of running back and forth and spreading messages or giving interpretations of what was said or wasn't said.
Yeah.
That needs to stop. If people want to know what's said over here, they can pop on over and listen.
Exactly.
But the messaging back and forth privately, going in private messages or whatever, that's bullshit. And I think that's where Amanda Lynn, I think that's where a lot of that comes in. When I see you, I have an issue with it. You know, if you're going over and saying what's said here to people that you know they don't like us. They flat don't like us. So why? You know,
I don't understand. I don't get it. But I don't want to say on panel or anything. I don't know what Life with Jen is upset with me about now. Like, she can come to me privately and talk to me. That's fine. I don't want to cause like any issues. I love you, Carla.
I love you too.
I'm
Does
gonna
she
jump
have a way to
down.
get in touch with you?
Yeah, she knows how.
Okay.
So
Okay,
I'm
cool.
definitely
I
willing
hope
to
you guys
talk
will
about it. I don't want issues with anybody else. My God.
I
But
think she's been hurt, and she's been hurt by a few people. So
yeah, she could come to me though. I would definitely talk. If I hurt her, I didn't mean to. The other night when I went, because I know she's listening. Whenever she's like, "Come on, panel," my dead mother had just been dragged. You know, like it was like I was in
So
a total.
and her mother was brought up, her father was brought up in
Yeah, I didn't
disgusting
get.
detail.
Yeah,
And we
I saw
think
that
we know who
yesterday.
it is because
Yeah,
they're cruel and hateful. And I know how it worked. I know how they what they did. And I know, and I saw the screenshots. And how would someone know to delete something, you know, 2 minutes after they put it up there? Like, come on.
That's
right. But
horrible.
and you
I
know,
don't know
And only
anything that's going on. I
three
haven't seen.
people commented.
And she
Oh.
could have definitely, we can definitely talk. I don't know what this tension's about with me and her. I don't know. I just know that I couldn't find my computer thing. Couldn't go back on panel, and she seems really upset with me. I don't even know everything that's going on.
I
I
don't
did
think
watch her
she's
video
upset.
last
She's
night.
more than she's hurt by a lot of people that,
Yeah.
Well, she can come and talk to me and tell me like what I'm not like, I don't talk to you guys privately, you know what I mean? So a lot of
Right.
things that might be upset, I don't see everything. Like I was on YouTube for 10 minutes the other day besides when I went live. I don't see everything. So if she would like to message me, I'm extending an olive branch because I am
Well, things
lost.
were dropped in BTS. Like she talks with all these people behind the scenes, and I think the comment was that she made was even people on the side that you're on, which hurt her really, think you're a damn weirdo. So I don't know who BTS is talking about. That's hurtful. That's really hurtful. Like,
Yeah, it is.
why would you say that about her? Like, I don't know who it is. I don't know who she's talking to behind the scenes, but
Wait,
it's
I'm
not.
sorry. You kind of cut out for a second. BTS said what?
BTS said on her live that she goes, even people on your or her side think she's a damn weirdo or something like that. I don't know.
Well, if you go and
Oh,
watch
yeah.
BTS's live, you can see that she gave me her tag that day because I had never spoken to her. I had never messaged her. She gave me a Discord tag that day in her live, and I gave her mine because she needed to ask me something. I had never talked to her privately before that. Never. Ever since I left TNT's Discord.
I'm just telling you how she felt, and she didn't
No,
get a lot of,
I understand. If I thought she was a
you
weirdo,
guys support BTS and her, whatever happened to her, but what happened to Jen was just as hurtful,
oh,
like horrible.
yeah,
They said about her
I
dad
don't
having
know.
bed sores and her, making fun of like her mom's inheritance, which she had none of. That's making fun of like her dead mother.
Yeah, of course I didn't. I didn't see. I saw that she was really upset a couple nights ago. Never got to watch it.
She's coming up.
Nobody. Okay, good. Because I mean, I don't know what this is about. Like, my kid's birthday was this week. We've been doing the last little bit of homeschooling. Every time I come up here, she jumps down.
Okay, she's up. Hey, Jen.
Okay.
So this is the second time that I've jumped down, and I actually had to go do something for my dad. So I wouldn't take that too personally, Amanda. I had said yesterday that I will no longer be associating with people that associate with that kind of behavior. I think it's really hypocritical of people to, and don't get me wrong, I lost my mom a week ago. Well, May 12th, Mother's Day. I think it's absolutely horrifying that people can bring up your dead mom, their gravestone, tell them they have pill popping problems all together in a couple of paragraphs, and then be in the same chat with them. And I'm not here to tell you what to do because I really don't give a fat fuck. But for me, I don't want to associate with people like that.
Okay,
Period.
do we have did it come from BTS? Is that what I mean, is that who it came from?
I'm not here to convince you or anybody else. You guys can all find out for your fucking self.
That's where it came from.
Well, there's your answer. There's your answer.
All right. Well, I mean, okay. All right then. Well, I mean, how can you be upset with me because I don't know what happened?
I'm not upset with you,
big balls for
honey. I'm not upset with you. I don't have enough time in my day to be upset with anybody that's irrelevant in my life. Let's get that clear. Do not misunderstand me.
Okay,
I did not fill out an application to be your friend. Thank you. No, thank you.
No, you didn't ever fill out an application to be my friend. No, you're absolutely right. I didn't ask you to be my friend. I asked you what your problem was with me.
Did you see who came in the chat when you came up and Jen popped down? Trisha, not Trish, came in the chat and was laughing.
He was laughing.
Let me ask you something, Amanda. How do you feel when people bring up your dead mom? How do you feel?
Yeah, when the only person that's ever brought it up is one person, and what if I don't know, me or Carla or anybody else were in that chat and we're commenting on your dead mom? How would you feel about that? Pretty fucking shitty, right? I would never be okay with someone bringing up anybody's dead mother.
Jen, calm down.
I didn't hear that. I never saw that or heard that. I'm trying to ask where it came from, and you're like, it's none of your business. Okay, then.
Go look at BTS's live. Go look at what she says. Go listen to it. You guys are such good friends. You should know.
We're not. No. What are you talking about? Go watch that live, girl. And the only thing that happened was I popped in. She said, hey, I need to talk to you in Discord. I don't even know your tag or your name. That's the first time I've ever been.
This is so not even worth. Trust me.
It's just the fact that
wait, Jen.
I get what
your mom wasn't brought up in a fucking 90 comments in a matter of 15 minutes. The most horrifying things. The most horrifying. Amanda, my mom died when I was 21 years old and she was blind in a wheelchair. Multiple sclerosis.
I don't even know about
on Mother's Day.
Okay, I understand.
And I supported you. Let me tell you something.
Never be okay
I supported you when you got on and you started. Heidi brought up my mom. I supported you. I sat in my fucking computer and I cried because I felt your heart, because I felt what you were going through.
I didn't hear it, Jen. How the fuck am I supposed to take care of her?
Just listen to her, please.
I know, but I didn't hear it. She acts like I was in the chat. I stayed for 5 minutes. You can even go read my comments.
And Trisha came in here just shortly after you came up and was laughing. She thinks this is all a joke. This is all a joke to her. This is all funny. This is not
someone
funny.
shows you who they are, believe them.
I'm not even.
That's all.
Okay, you could. All you would have had to do is come and say, "Wow, that was fucked up," and I would have said,
"I don't have to do that." Why would I have to do that?
Okay,
because Jen, she's explaining why, and when you have a problem with someone.
Oh, sorry, Carla.
When Jen, and you know I love you to death, but sometimes when you have a problem with someone, you have to go directly to that person.
I don't know.
When the person is saying that the people over here are calling me a weirdo and she's actually naming names, then why would I go to those people? Why would I expect a fucking shoulder to cry on from them?
BTS said that I called you weirdo because our first private conversation was after that live when I popped in and said, hey, it's my kid's birthday. She said, okay, I need to talk to you. And it was nothing about you at all. Like, I don't know what you're talking about, why she would name me. Did she say my name?
No, she said people on my side, and then she named Sarah.
Okay.
Then she named Sarah. And just by watching everybody's interactions, everybody, can I talk, please? Hello?
You with that said, and twisted what she said. BTS didn't say that. Sarah, or Blah Blah Flub said that. And she twisted what Sarah said. We already figured that out, though. So that's BTS didn't, or maybe BTS said that.
Who is Live, Laugh, Love? Who is Live, Laugh, Love? Because all of my information I'm getting from BTS's lives.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. It's okay. But listen, I would never be okay with that. I'm publicly saying, if that was said, no, I am not okay with somebody's dead mother being brought up. That
There's
is
Trisha
fucked
in
up.
there.
That needs to be
90
brought up.
comments. I thought it was 300, she says. Trisha's in there. Here.
Hey, Trisha, you fucking whore. Does your husband know about your convict boyfriend that you give drugs to? I've had it. You know what happened to me is this whole shit made my skin thicker. That's what everybody wanted, right? Jen needs to get a thicker skin. Guess what? Jen got her thicker skin.
Yeah, but you're taking it on people that weren't even there.
Wait,
like
no. In my life, I pick and choose my friends by their words, their actions, their past, their behaviors, and such forth, and the way they treat me to this day. None of that has met any of my criteria, except for some of the ladies on this panel. Period. And you know what? Don't calm down, because you know what? I'm sure there are a lot of people out there that don't get along with people, you know, in this world.
Girl, yeah, no, that's totally cool.
That's just where we're at right now. You and I can't.
Oh my God, I love Amanda. And
yeah, I did.
You're like,
I fucking did, and I put my heart into that, Amanda. And I sat and cried when they brought up your fucking mom. But then the next day to bring up my fucking mom and not have a goddamn person behind me on this side, as BTS says, that's hurtful.
Jen, I didn't hear it, Jen. Listen, do you think that I would really be okay with somebody else that's young, that lost their mom, getting that brought up? Do you really think that I would be okay with that?
In my experience, yes.
Can you get rid of that, Trisha, please?
From what happened to me and the way you responded, yes.
What way did I respond? I stopped into a chat for 5 minutes. Go watch the chat. I was in there for 5 minutes, a total of 5 minutes. And then you can go to my
45 minutes of this, and I don't have to explain my goddamn self to a goddamn person on here. I understand that people on this side don't like me and they think I'm weird, and that's fucking fine. It's your loss. You're losing out on a fucking friend, not me. Do you understand that? Like, it's not skin off my ass.
Nobody said you're weird, for one thing, and for two, my name wasn't even mentioned in that shit. So
I can't listen to people that are just going to keep going in circles and lying.
I'm not going in circles.
She's explaining herself. Come on.
Yeah, listen, I didn't say, nobody said you were weird. I didn't hear your mom. I'm not going in circles. I'm saying the same exact thing. I did not hear that part. I will go back and listen. And if that's the case, I will go on my own fucking live and go the fuck off about it. I would never be okay with that.
Crickets. Please don't call her nuts. She's angry. She's upset. She's hurt. I mean,
I know. I don't understand how I'm responsible for something I didn't see.
You're not, Amanda. You're not. I mean,
it's not that you're responsible, Amanda. It's just that the things that they said about Jen and about her family.
My daughter?
Disgusting.
That's okay? That's okay. I thought kids and families and dead people were off limits, Amanda.
Hang on.
Jen, listen.
What are you talking about? I said I'm not okay with it 500 times. What the fuck else do you want me to say?
Jen, please.
I'm not okay with
It's
that.
not, Amanda, it's not about that, okay? It's about, this just happened to her. She's still raw, for one thing. I'm still raw about it. And then to see people in here.
Yeah, people in this chat right now saying she's nuts, she's crazy, she's
they need to go. They need to go.
And if you don't have anything nice to say, she's gone through a lot in the last couple of days.
And it's just that we see people.
We saw who commented on there. BTS, that disgusting troll name, and Trisha Not Trish at 3 o'clock in the morning. 2 minutes after she dropped the video. It's not like it takes 2 and 2 to figure out what makes 4,
Okay, so there was people in the chat. Can I understand this right? So I at least know what I'm looking for.
Yes.
People in the chat went in and said things about your deceased mother, Jen. Is that what I'm hearing? And it wasn't erased?
Amanda, I received an email and I posted a video of it. You can go ahead and watch it. I read the emails in my last video. It's called No Friend of Mine. The second thing is
okay. I'll definitely watch it.
I don't care where you go. I don't care. Honestly, I don't. I am just not going to put my energy into somebody that doesn't, it's kind of like being a friend to somebody and it's a 50-50 relationship usually, but in some of these friendships, it's 90-10, and then the other person is just like ragging on your ass somewhere, and I don't, in real life, I don't have friends with that. Oh my God, I don't think any one of us would. Why would I do that here? I found a wonderful group of people. And I've actually been able to weed out the really bad people. And it's my choice. Yeah, it's my choice to say, look, this person said something about me. These people did. And I don't have to prove it to anybody. I know because of the information they know about me that nobody else knows. And to say stuff like that, that's hurtful. It was beyond. You know what? They broke me. Amanda, they fucking broke me. So whoever's out there that wants to win at this fucking game, they won. They won when they brought up my mom, my child, and my dad. They won. And there's no excuses for that. Anybody that was in that chat, supporting that or listening to it or whatnot, I just will not be a part of them, period. That's for me. That's for Jen. Yeah. I don't invite self-abuse in my life. I end it.
I wasn't there though. I want you to know, if I would have ever seen anything like that, as soon as my kid's party was over, I would have fired a live up. I would never, ever be okay with that.
You have to give.
But I understand what you're saying.
You do, like, and here's to, I mean, and I'm done. Like I'm okay with people going in wherever they want to go. But it hurts me too when they start talking shit about me when I know it's not true, and people are in there commenting and give them hearts and saying they're okay when they're supposed to be like friendly towards me. And I can't
understand anybody that even supports people bringing up their kids, their family, or their dead moms, period. I cannot, I don't understand that. I never will understand that. And nor would I even want to be part of somebody who does that. A friend, I can't do that. That's not me.
I even said the other day, I would not even bring up Laura's past stuff that's really hurt her like that. I'm not okay with that. I didn't not hear it. If I would have heard it, I promise you I would have addressed it. I never seen anything like that. I never heard anything like that.
Do you understand that I don't need you to address it? Do you understand that that's not what I'm asking for? I'm just saying that I will not be part of people that are.
Hey, Jen, but please give her a chance, okay?
Well, what I'm saying is I would have for like what's good for one person, it should be good for everybody, right? So if I would have seen it, I would have been like, fuck that, because it would have hurt me too, like to hear somebody's dead mother brought up, or their sick father. I never would be okay with that.
Well, I posted a video. Go ahead, and it's a short one. It's about 8 minutes. You can go ahead and listen. Let me know.
Okay, I saw a video of you crying, and I
so you did watch it. So we did hear what BTS said.
No, listen. No, the one you just told me is the one that I already watched 1 minute of. My kid needed me. I will go watch the rest of it. I got,
and that's fair.
Jen,
I didn't.
But please do watch it.
Yes, I will.
It is. Like it's very sad.
Yeah, it's very sad, and I'm sorry that happened to you.
The thing is,
I get that you're saying you don't want to put whatever time and effort, whatever. That's fine, but it's still not right. I will never agree with that.
Amanda, the thing is the feeling across the board. I think in every single group or fraction that we have here is when you're in another chat and you're sending hearts and whatever and you go girl kind of things. It's a sign of support that you support that group. You support the creator. When this happens to Jen and you're over there supporting the very people that did it. Now, you did not know, and I'm hearing you say that. I get it. But when when you've heard things in the past, because we've been talking about this, about the same people, and yet there's still that show of support. That's really hard for some people. It's hard for me. I'm having to try to learn to still like people that go and sit in the camps that talk about me. Okay. but I'm trying to do that. It's very hard because I'm a lot like Jen. You get one chance with me and you screw up, you're gone. That's it. But I'm trying not to be that person. Okay. But if it continues, I know that I won't be as supportive, you know?
Yeah. I respect that. I respect what you guys are saying, and I totally understand it. BTS and I have always been cool. I didn't know it was getting to this level. I thought it was just when I was in there the other day, I stopped at Wendy V's. The second I heard Carla's name, I left. The 2nd, and I came over to Carla. I think she went live. I came over to Carla's.
But here's the thing, Amanda, she's been whining about me mentioning her. How many times? You come in my lives a lot in the mornings. I've never mentioned her until she was on Wendy's trashing me. And then she fires up her live, and what subject comes up, it's always me. And I've stayed away from talking about Trisha and talking about BTS and even Heidi. I've stayed away from all those three. And then yesterday when I came on, because I was upset for Jen, 2 more people that were in Trisha's Discord came in here calling me Chucky. Like, there's like a point where you just.
Let me say this. I didn't want any of this to be brought up. As a matter of fact, I was going to sit back today and watch who brought the drama up to Carla's panel, because that seems to where it always starts from. Who brings the drama up to Carla's panel every fucking morning? What was it this time?
I'm not bringing drama.
I'm saying you did. I'm saying people in the chat every other morning.
Jen, stop yelling, please.
Don't yell at me. Do not yell at me. Like that's I will not do it.
Whoa.
But here's the thing. I think that people come here to Carla's to talk about other people and drama. Yet you go to other groups, and the minute they start talking about Carla, you leave. You don't get on their panel and take up for Carla. I think that's part of the problem. If you're going to have friends on both sides, that's fine. But when they start trashing people that you care about on the other side, there's kind of an expectation that you'll say, wait a minute, hold on. We're not going to talk about this person because I like them.
Yeah, I know. Everybody knows that I love Carla. I absolutely adore her. And I don't whenever Wendy V the other day, I popped in, I said, the reason I said I was sorry about something was because I don't, even if whenever Laura, I had misspoke about her. If I say you said this and then that's not what you said, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to say, wow, Laura, I'm sorry. That's not what you said. I shouldn't be saying, I should have fact checked a little better. I should have fact checked what I said about TNT because I was pissed and went off about TNT 4 days ago, but that isn't what she said, right? So I said, I'm sorry. I took your name out of my community post, and then I heard Carla and I left. I never went back to Wendy V's. As a matter of fact, I unsubbed because of what happened the other day. I will not watch Wendy V. And because she's, going so hard at Carla. I do stand up for Carla. I absolutely do. I didn't know anything about this mom stuff. I only went to BSTS to chat for 5 minutes, but I understand that hurt your guys' feelings, and I'm sorry. My own friends in Discord don't. There's people that we don't get along with, that are friends with whoever. So that's just how I go. I don't know how.
I think what hurt Jen a lot was when BTS went up there and said, even people on your side think you're a weirdo.
But that's not true. I mean, I don't think she's a weirdo. If I thought you were a weirdo, I wouldn't even be doing this panel with you. And whenever she said, you said, and then now it's, no, Sarah said, that isn't even what Sarah said. And it was said privately in a voice chat. And we already know who went to you with it. It's fine. That's not what was said. That Sarah absolutely did. That's not what she said. She said something was what we were talking about something. And she said that was weird or whatever.
Who came to me? I'd love to know where the scenario is coming from. Somebody came to me.
Listen, it's not a big deal. She probably didn't even mean to say it. It's not a big deal.
Say what? What are we talking about that I'm not privy to?
Jen.
Oh my God, Jen. Listen,
please.
Calm down. Please calm down. There's not going to get anything solved like this.
Carla, misdemeanor, can you check Discord?
I absolutely I don't know how it got. I don't know how it got to this point to where it's like, so strict on the sites. I feel like it sucks. You know, it just totally sucks. So, Jen, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings. I didn't call you weird. That isn't even what was said.
That doesn't hurt my feelings. It's the parents being brought up and the kids and the dead mom on the anniversary, her tombstone, all of that being brought up. That's what bothers me. Not the fucking fat shaming, not the, oh, somebody called you weird. That's petty. I'm talking about the real stuff that when I came to YouTube, I was taught you never bring that up. And when someone on your camp, when something like that happens to them, you support them. And that's what I did. But you know what I found out? I found out nobody gives a fat fuck about Jen. She's just a fucking weirdo.
But you're expecting that everybody sees everything. You could have, I didn't see it. I would not listen. I'm saying this live on a panel. I am not okay with that. That's horrible, disgusting. It should never be brought up. There's a million other things you can say besides somebody's real life stuff.
I'm going to say this, that what happened to me is not, so far it hasn't gone away, the pain. I don't know if it ever will. I have never in my entire life been hurt that bad by anybody. So
I'm sorry that
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you from here on out, but I closed off and I have every right to.
No, that's totally fine, understandable. But I just want you to know, as a person, as a fellow human being, that's not okay. And I'm very sorry that you were hurt. That's all I can say. Like, I don't.
Jen, she is reaching out to you. I mean, she did reach out to you. I mean, never that.
And I
do love
you know that,
Amanda. Like, I appreciate that.
Anybody who's ever spoken to me or spoken about me, and it's still, I shut down. I don't even. There's no opening it up. There's no trying to heal the wound. There's none of that. Like,
okay,
what's done is done.
Yeah, that it totally is, and I'm very sorry. I mean, no, I totally understandable. I get it. I hear it in your voice. I'm sorry. I didn't hear it. I didn't see it. And if I would have, I fucking wouldn't have been okay with it. That's not okay. I can't sit on one day and say, oh my God, my dead mom's brought up, and on the next say, oh, that's totally fine. I would never be okay. I am not okay with that. I think most of the community as women, a lot of them have lost their mom. A lot of people miss things if we don't know backstories. Like, you know, I say, and this is just an example. I say, well, she's probably got bed sores and probably blew through the inheritance, but we don't know who somebody's talking about. You know what I mean? And we sit in the chat, okay? And then later on, this person's like, you sat in the chat and my mom was brought up. We didn't know that it was about you. Does that make sense? I don't know anything about your mom. I don't need to. I don't want to.
Where did you get the bed sores and inheritance from?
Carla said that they brought up bed sores, and your money here and your dad's. It
was in the screenshot.
Carla, did you bring that up here?
Yeah,
Carla
I did.
Yeah,
I did. I said they said
seriously,
something about.
Oh my God!
I'm just wondering if you had seen it all.
No,
because you sound like you had.
No. She didn't see it. I was just saying some.
Carla just told me what happened.
I just told her about some of the screenshots I saw.
Right, and I'm saying,
and how they
never known that. I wouldn't. There's no way for me to have known that. I don't know anything about your mother. I don't need to. I don't want to.
Jen,
like, your personal life.
Give her at least the she came up, okay? She came up and she is talking to you. So, there's that. Right? Jen?
Yeah.
So I'm sorry.
I love Amanda. Amanda, I do love you.
Yeah, I want you to, Amanda, to understand that my feelings towards this is, I feel like this towards everybody. It's not just you. It's everybody that's pretty much on this side. Again, I didn't realize that. I'm just wondering if all these other subs that come here that are new get treated like this by people. And this is just a general question. Okay? Don't take anything personally. If these subs get treated like shit and then just they just get thrown over. I'd never go over to Laura's side or anything like that because I have my own convictions I stand by, period. But I'm wondering how many other people just get shit on and end up going over there.
No, listen, I understand what you're saying. I maybe that is.
I thought I was
what
welcome
the
into a
perception
community,
is.
but wow.
You are. I did anybody? Okay, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
And I don't want to sound mean. This is a real question because I feel like everything I'm saying you're kind of getting defensive about. Did whoever said that actually come out and say you were mom with the situation? Because if they didn't know that that was your mom and they stayed in the chat, I did, maybe they didn't know that's what she was talking about. Because I did feel like you were welcome into the community is what I meant. And maybe they didn't know that they weren't maybe they didn't know that they were talking about you is what I'm saying. And maybe now they'll realize it. Did I explain that okay? What I meant? Okay.
I don't quite understand it, I guess.
Like I'm saying, say I'll give my mom for an example, okay? Because I don't want to use your mom. My mom had cancer. It hit her really quick. Like a month, she was 2 months, she was dead. If I was in, Tatum's chat, and she was like, or you were in Tatum's chat, and she was dogging the fuck out of me without saying my name, and she was like, yeah, her mom, she died really quick. Cancer just ate her whole body up. She was dead within like 2 months. But she didn't say my name, okay? You wouldn't know she was talking about me, right? You have no clue because you don't know what happened to my mom.
Right.
And then later on that day, you're like, yeah, I'm pissed. I'm like, I seen you in fucking Tatum's chat. She's talking about my mom. And you're like, when? What are you talking about? And you explain it, but there was no names mentioned. I don't know what was said. Like I said, I don't know if your name was specifically mentioned. But if it wasn't, it's not fair to say nobody, because we didn't know. I mean, I didn't know your mom's story. You did say your mom had passed away. You had shared that because I was upset about my mom, but I didn't know her backstory. I get that you're angry. I know that it sucks. Okay. It fucking sucks every day, especially Mother's Day. I understand. I'm so sorry it ever happened, but people have to have the right information to support you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I understand that. I've been living by the 3 rules of you don't ever do that. You know, what I was taught to do here. Like, I never thought, from what I was taught, I never thought that anybody would stoop on this side or whatnot to like go that low. Does that make sense? I was taught that you never bring up children. You never bring up moms. But then when it happens to me, it just seems like people on this side are like okay with it. You have to understand where I'm coming from.
I do. Nobody's okay with it. We didn't know your story well enough to make, like a lot of us, to put pieces together with whatever was said, like we're not mind readers and a lot of us are busy ass moms. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm lucky, and this is the truth, to pop into YouTube for 20 minutes before I go live. You know what I'm saying? Some days I know people think I sit on YouTube all day. I don't. So if I pop into a chat and something's being discussed and a name's not being dropped, I don't know that it's about you, which I shouldn't. That should be off limits, right? It should never be discussed. But if it is being discussed and I don't have the information that's what about your mom, I'm not a mind reader. And I'm not okay with this. I'm not okay with your mom being brought up. And I intend to get to the bottom of this. I'm not okay with this. I'm going to watch your video.
Listen, I don't want you to, nor need you to. I want you to make your own decisions when it comes to your
No, but
and
I'm not a
their
hypocrite.
actions.
I'm not a hypocrite.
It's not up to me. I just want it to stop, and the only way that I know how for it to stop is to distance myself from almost everybody now.
No, that's totally fine, but I'm just saying for the future, maybe, remember that a lot of people don't know your story.
Well, and a lot of people have told me not to tell a lot of things on here because they use it against you, right?
Yeah, no, I understand that. I'm saying, like, if that happens again, you have to keep in mind that people are not mind readers. I'm not a mind reader. I'm not a mind reader. I never would have guessed that would be, if I saw somebody talking about bed sores, I would just be completely honest. I never would think it was about your mom. That's not where my mind would go, right? So I'm just saying, it's not fair to assume that everybody knows your story because they don't. I didn't. I don't need to know your story. I don't want to know your story. That's your story. But at least be fair about your expectations, you know? That's all I'm saying.
Okay,
And
Jen?
you sound pissed, and I agree. I would be pissed. Like I get it. I was pissed when my mom got brought up. You don't talk about my fucking mom. You don't do that. So I get it. I would have been supportive had I known that was what happened.
Jen?
Yeah.
You understand what she's saying?
I understand. I don't know how to put that into actions. You know what I mean? Because it's like I've been told not to ever tell anybody anything because it'll be used against you. And then when something is, you don't say anything and somebody uses it against you, you're told you should have told everybody. So I don't know.
No. I'm not saying you should tell everybody. I'm saying you should keep that in mind before you get pissed at everybody that not everybody knows what somebody's talking about, you know, because what happens a lot on here is somebody will go live and I'm not saying anybody specific. We'll go live and say little jabs that are personal, but only them and the person they're talking about knows what they're talking about. So people are in the chat, sure, right? Okay.
Well,
Nobody knows what they're talking about.
Can you
And
understand this? Can you understand that when PTS says even people on her side are coming to her and they're saying that she's weird, it's hard to trust anyone?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I mean, look,
especially when I see them in chats, you know what I mean? Especially when I see these people in the chats and I'm like, okay, so obviously it's these people that don't like me because they're in there laughing, giggling up about the farm and, you know, laugh. Hey, it's obvious. It's completely obvious. And at that point, I realized I don't want to be any part of these people. Like, why would I? Why would I do that to myself?
Giggle says, Jen, most people in chats are talking to each other and not even paying attention to the panel. Sometimes
yes,
that's true.
Yes, a lot of
that is
I turn the volume down sometimes because everybody that I like's in the chat, and my kids are around, and if I can't find my headphones or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not. That's not even what happened that day. But a lot of times you'll see me in random chats that isn't even in this. You know, I'll see a couple people in chats, and it's like I know these people are going to throw F-bombs, right? And my kids aren't used to that, so I'll turn it down really low. Could not tell you one thing that happened on the fucking panel. And then later my friend will come back, you were in that fucking chat, and they don't even ask me anymore, you know, whatever. But they know that is absolutely true. You don't even listen. You just pay attention to the chat. A lot of things are that's not what happened that day, but yes, I do that. I don't know what else to say. I really want you to know that I would not be okay with that. I understand. I don't do well with ultimatums. I always pick the other side. Like I don't do well with ultimatums, for one thing. For two, nobody's ever said, hey, you need to pick BTS or us, like, or anything like that.
I hope you heard me when I said I would never want you to go by my experiences or word. I gravitate towards people who listen to themselves, that make their own judgments about people. So I would never want anybody to listen to, don't take my word for it. Please don't.
Yeah. And
you can't be mad at her and for not knowing or understanding.
I'm not mad at her. I'm so hurt because of the situation.
I know.
And I just need to distance myself from people. That is it. Yeah, I'm not mad. Yeah, I don't hate you. I'm not mad. It's to the point where I just, don't take me wrong, but I don't care. I don't care anymore.
That's cool. That's totally cool. I just wanted to let you know. Like I don't ever pick sides. I shouldn't have said ultimatums. I don't pick sides when people are fighting, but on this, whenever I go watch the video and stuff, I want to put this in FYI, not to BTS, not to you, not to anybody. I am never cool with kids, dead parents, or alive parents being brought up. That's a generalized statement. And I'm very sorry that happened to you.
But they've even brought up my husband, mocked my husband.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah,
that's
I mean,
fucked
people,
up. And then people are in the chat, and he's not even on YouTube. So yeah, that happened, and I never said a word about it. I
yeah,
never mentioned their names ever. People came to me, told me what they were saying. They were talking really bad about my husband, but people still support her. So, I mean, how would you feel? I mean, it's hate, it's hurtful. And she is hurtful. And they've been hurtful to me.
I feel like it's not a big deal until it happens to, the person.
no, because
Like,
it
you
did
know what I
happen.
mean? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
no, I
it's
get
really
that.
not a big deal until, like, it's not that. And I can understand a little bit of it. Like, you're not in that person's shoes. So really, you don't know what that person is going through. But like, I don't know if I
get it.
put myself in people's shoes too much, like, because I felt you, Amanda. I felt your heart, honey. Like, if there's anybody that I can relate to in this world, it would have been somebody who lost their mom. Like, come on.
That's what I was going to say. Is you guys have more in common. You guys have more in common with each other than most of us. I mean, I'm 45 in a couple of weeks, and my mom's still alive. So I'm fortunate in that sense. So try and let that bring you together, and not someone else tear you apart, is just what I would suggest. And I know I was thinking about some of the advice I gave yesterday, and it's like, well, it could be said too that it's easier for me to say that because I haven't gone through those things, but I just want to at least for people to keep their common sense. If you lose that, then we're all doomed, I think.
Yeah. I mean, look, okay. I'm so sorry. I can hear the hurt in your voice. I'm very sorry that you're hurt. I wouldn't. I'm just not okay with it. I'm not okay with what happened. And had I known that happened, I would have. I would have came to you sooner and said, "I'm sorry that this happened. This is like the last week of school. Like I said, it was my kid's birthday, and I've missed a lot of stuff on YouTube. So, and I'm not like in a Discord with you or anything where you could say this happened. You know what I mean? I didn't know that all this happened. Last night I watched your video that you dropped last night about the whiteboard. And I never went back and finished the other video. You sounded very upset, and I just never get to finish watching it. I didn't know why you were upset. Now I do. So
that was kind of a joke between us.
Yeah, that's actually between us, and it's about Laura and her whiteboard.
Laura and her whiteboard.
Oh,
we were talking
I didn't know
about
that.
That had nothing to do with anything. Oh, drama. It was just like, how Laura had that whiteboard? That's what we talked about. We talked about
for a day.
And I thought it was cute. Like,
yeah, Jen, I mean, if you would like to reach out to me privately when you're
I appreciate that, but that's just like opening up a wound. I just would rather just
yeah, definitely. That's totally
I don't want to be the person that DMs you and is like, BTS did that. I'm never that person. I'm always the person that, you know what, that's your friend. I appreciate the fact that you're friends with her, and whatever happens from there out, that's on you. But I'm going to give my friends the amount of friendship that they've given me. And that's all I'm saying. I don't hate anybody. Why would I hate anybody I'm hurt. This would hurt anybody. And this is all I know how to do is distance myself from anybody and everybody that would even.
But Jen, could you just and I love you to death. Can't you just give her a chance at privately?
Carla, that's hard. Like I live by once shame on you, twice shame on me. I live by that.
I know, but she didn't do anything to you.
I don't understand. I know that you're upset.
She didn't do anything.
I did. If I would have knowingly sat in that chat and been seen more than the first 5 minutes, I could see you tearing me.
Trisha, get lost.
I could see you being like, "Fuck you, you stupid fucking cunt." But you won't find it, and you'll even see in that chat. And I will actually put on my community post. I said, "Hey, here's my Discord tag," because I had never spoken to her privately ever, not one time. And after I left TNT's Discord, and I didn't know all that stuff was going to go down. I didn't know your mom's story, but I don't want you to think that I don't want anybody to think that I'm that kind of person or that fucking hypocritical ever, because
Okay.
I'm not.
Lady Beekeeper says, and Jen, listen to this, please. The farm. I have seen discussions about you in private discords, and all of them have been supportive, and mostly people saying, "Go and watch the farm. They're fabulous." Fabulous. I
Yeah,
say that
she's in a lot of
fabulous.
discords with me, right?
The Lady
Yeah, but
Beekeeper is in
I've
a
never
lot of
said anything.
discords. So you do have people that support you, Jen. Just like don't close off everything. Like I kind of did that myself, and
it's really hard to
you might-
trust people again.
it sure
It
is.
is.
But
Sure. And I'm not asking you to trust me. I'm just saying don't close everybody off, because like you're gonna miss out on some really good friendships
people.
on here if you just really good. Like
I know
Carl and
that
I
if
never
I
thought we
listen,
would be
that's why
friends.
I always say, choose your friends. Like, don't take my word for it. I
Here-
would
no,
have
here-
some
but
of the
here's
most
the-
amazing
here's-
people
and
had I
people say
listened to
this
other
all-
people.
Jen,
Like, I know that.
people say this all the time. You can keep your close circle closed,
Mhm.
but you can still have a lot of friends, like I
And
do.
forgive me
I love
for giving my
Amanda.
heart to like everybody out here that welcomed me into the community at first. Thank you for that. Okay, is that what everybody? Thank you. But my experience in the last 2 weeks has been different. And so it's going to take me some time to, I don't know. I don't even know. I'm new at this. I don't know. I don't know how to trust people. I have always believed that I control what I do.
Yes,
Not anybody
that's,
else.
that's exactly what I
Amanda
said.
Lynn, there's
yesterday.
been 2 different troll accounts of you come in here so far.
Oh God, I don't even. I had the private chat put up. I'm still looking at what Remy said because I knew the chat would distract me. I don't even have it pulled up. But Jen, listen, I just wanted you to. I wanted to figure out what the problem was. I didn't understand what the problem was. I do now. I'm so sorry that you're hurt. I can hear it in your voice. I don't know what else to say besides I'm sorry. I'm really I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm sorry that was somebody went there. I'm sorry that anything like that was brought up. I never condone that, and that's all I can say.
I appreciate it.
I think you should, and this is my opinion, and you don't have to take it because I don't tell you what to do, you know that. But I think you should give Amanda's got a big heart. She really does. And I think you should give her a chance. Maybe talk to her privately.
That's telling her what to do.
Yeah, it is.
Just go away and just process it. Process what she said.
Miss Murder has really just kind of helped me out the last couple of days with thinking in a more big picture kind of way. What's healthy for me, and I've taken that, and so
yeah,
that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, just take it away. It doesn't have to. Nothing has to be resolved on a live.
No,
you know. But just take it away, and props for you to coming up here. Like, there's a lot of women who wouldn't come up here, and
and
and try and sort it out. Amanda,
I'm
coming
gonna
up
say
here.
this, Amanda. It's not going to be anytime soon. It takes me a long time, and it's almost like asking. I'm 43 years old.
Yeah, totally fine. I just wanted you to know the door was open. That's all. That the door's open. Yeah, definitely. And I'm just letting you know the door's open. I would never be okay with that. I was so confused by, like, we were friends, we were cool and we were getting to know each other. And then you were like, and hold on one second.
You don't have to apologize.
I'm not confused anymore. I get it. And I'm wishing you the best of luck. I'm very sorry that happened. It's not okay. And
I want everybody to know that I want everybody to know that I'm the one that made the decision to not resuscitate my mom. I'm the one that had to. I want everybody in here to know this. That I'm the one that had to make that decision at 21 years old. And I hope nobody ever has to go through that. I have to go, you guys.
Okay, Jen.
Okay.
Okay, well, that was really heavy. I just wanted to come up and figure out when I came up and she left again. I was like,
No, I
She didn't want to, because I love you, Amanda. You know that.
I love you too, and it says that has nothing to do with me and you. You know what I mean? Like,
I hope
do
not.
hope one day she can. No, it doesn't, and I hope one day she can see that I would never be okay with that. But right now, she's very hurt. I understand. I get it.
Yeah,
you know.
if you read some of those messages that were
I don't. You
up there,
you said what you know. A couple of you said, no, I don't need to see that in writing or hear
and then
it or anything
instead
like
of
that.
like 2 minutes after she had posted that video, instead of saying, I'm sorry what you had to go through with your mother, it was all about, I need proof, you know. I mean, I don't
One
know.
thing
It's just
Amanda
like,
is right with is that we can't know what is said in chat on every live or what is said in every live on every channel. Look,
True.
it happened. I'm not going to bring it up and full or whatever because Ginger's not here. She's in chat, but it happened to Ginger saying she liked 180. And then a video's made about her saying she has no soul, and it's like she didn't know he said something to someone, and so I totally understand that. But I think Amanda's genuine, and I think it's great that she came up here because a lot of women wouldn't.
Well,
No,
yeah,
they wouldn't.
I mean, I
Carla,
don't like to hear anybody in pain like that,
No,
and
you guys
I
have got more in common than a lot of us. That's what I'm saying.
yeah,
And
and
Amanda,
everyone knows I've lost my mom, and Jen, I am so sorry for your loss. I know it's fresh, and I am so sorry. My heart breaks for you and everyone else that has lost someone that they dearly love. But if I could just have 2 seconds, Brian, I'm sorry that I misheard you or misunderstood. I have a video up on my channel for you. Please call me if you would care to. And that's that. But Jen, I'm really sorry. I can hear the pain in your voice. I can hear the pain in Amanda's voice when she talks about her mom. And I'm deeply, deeply sorry for both of your losses and everybody's loss. And that's really all that matters.
Right.
But I wish you all well, and I'm happy that you guys could talk it out. That's what's important.
Yeah. And Amanda, don't get me wrong, please. I understand just kind of fading out when they start really bashing somebody that you care about. Because I'm not going to stand up in those groups because they're so vile and hateful and evil. So if I'm in a chat watching to see what they say and they start talking about my group, then I would leave too. I'm not going to stand up against that because they're a gang. They're not even a group. They're a gang.
That's what I do. I leave. Like if somebody is sitting there bashing the crap out of, Mandy Lynn can even attest to this. She and I didn't always get along. But now, we're at a place where, we get along.
Yeah.
And if somebody's saying, oh, she doesn't have her kids, or she's a crap mom, or, whatever, I'm like, you serious right now? And then I just leave because I don't want to hear that. If somebody, even though we're having a disagreement, if somebody is bashing Republican Ash, I leave. I don't want to hear it. That's my friend. Maybe it's cold not standing up for somebody, but I just don't want to hear it. It's not right.
But know this though too, that if people stay in there and that if people stay in that and they keep going back to those chats, you're limiting me getting to know you because I'm going to put a little fence up. I'm going to be guarded with you. And I don't like being that way.
Yeah, you're going to put
I do, and I do absolutely stand up for people, but I had no, this is out of left field to me. I had no clue that this is what happened. I just knew that she jumped off the panel twice when I came on, and she's left chat when I came. I did not know why.
She did not want to start anything in my chat. She didn't
and I didn't want to start it either. I just didn't. I just wanted to say, hey, what, I wanted to talk to her because thoroughly confused. It was like, when she did it today, it threw me off. I was like, wait a minute, what the F? That's why I asked, like, what?
Right.
What's going on? I didn't know.
It's going to take her a while to
talk about it.
It was just Mother's Day not too long ago, and it's still raw, and she went through a lot. And I hate when people refer to her as a weirdo, which Trish came in here twice, not once, but twice.
I'd be like,
And
thank
Trisha
you.
can
calling her
fuck
that.
off. And I mean, I will
Yeah.
say that
You know,
She can
unabashedly
fuck all the way
anywhere.
off as far as
We're
I'm
all a
concerned.
little weird. Let's just face it. We're all a little weird.
Well, no, but I mean,
Degrading someone
No.
is different. Degrading someone and belittling them is different.
Yeah.
That is
Oh,
where the
I'd love to
line is.
degrade and belittle TNT. I can tell you that.
You know,
Ugh.
I don't do the whole hate watch thing. So again, like Mandy Lynn said, she doesn't see everything. I don't see everything.
well, that's why I didn't
Right.
see what was on Makeup Mobster's community post. I had no idea what was on there. And then you saying in my chat, yeah, I heard Brian say it. We didn't hear
Are
him
you
say
mimicking
that.
my voice right now?
Fine.
Uh-huh. Well, okay,
Because I mean,
but
you
here's the
gotta get
thing.
the
I
accent
watched
right.
one. I hate watched one person yesterday, and that was Laura. And thank God I did, because hey, Laura, or her minions that are in here watching, that go and love to tattle on everybody. I am not. I never have and never will make a troll name to come into your chat, sister, ever.
Mm-mm.
Okay, I am not a nobody. I am not a wannabe.
You're somebody.
You're somebody.
Well,
Somebody
stop
that we
making up
love.
shit about me. Stop making up shit about me, Laura. Just leave me the fuck alone, because I could. Never mind. Just
And I
leave me the
know.
fuck alone.
Yeah, I think everybody knows where you were going with that one. Sorry. But, you know, I'm glad that you ladies were able to talk that out and squash it. And Jen, I'm sorry for your loss. I know it's fresh and it's raw and it hurts so bad. I'm still grieving 20 years later. But I
Yeah, my
wish you
dad's
the
been gone
best,
for 35 years. And
and I'm
still,
sure it still hurts.
my mom still calls and she's like, that
Dad's
son of
been
a bitch.
gone
I'm like,
over, my mom's been gone 4 years. My dad's been gone over 20 years and it still hurts. My dad died around Christmas time. So Christmas time is shitty for me a lot of
ooh,
times.
hang on, let's do a one up. You ready? This is good. Mine died when I was
Well, my
17. We
mom,
buried him in Texas and I was in school in Nashville. We buried him on the day of my senior prom.
Oh,
oh,
jeez.
I told my
my
mom I
mom,
was going home.
the last time I spoke to my mother was my 14th birthday,
Mm,
and she died 9 days later. One
God.
up me. No, I'm kidding.
It
It's not
is,
about
but
one
it's
upping. You know, we all have pain.
no,
We all have
it's
grief.
good to know that
And
people, we share something. We share a grief, you know?
yeah,
Um,
I think a lot of us have more in common than we realize.
yeah, I agree.
We really, truly do.
I agree.
And, you know, we can be
All
there
it
to
takes
support
is
each
for
other.
one channel or one person to come in the middle of that, and it undoes all the good work that could
Was
happen.
I buffering for a minute?
Person.
Does anybody know if I was buffering? Because it said my internet
No.
connection was interrupted.
No, I
Oh,
didn't
you
hear you.
weren't buffering on my
Oh,
end.
because everything
Um,
like
You know,
Thank you very
people-
much for letting me come up, Carla. I'm
Amanda,
actually gonna.
yeah, you know I love you.
I love you too, and you know, just
she's
I'm
just
gonna-
hurting now. We'll talk
Yeah.
to her.
I get it. I totally understand. She has every right to feel exactly how she feels. So, thanks for letting me come up. I gotta get off here and do something with the kids real quick.
All
Bye,
right.
Have
guys.
fun.
Bye.
Bye.
all right,
Bye.
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 How are we supposed to say bye? We go, bye.
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 I don't even know how that.
Weirdo is so
Yeah.
overused. It's Amber K's word.
Hey, hashtag weirdos society.
I'm a weirdo. I'm a
Again,
weirdo. I've always been a weirdo.
Again, I want
Same.
to publicly apologize to Brian. Please call me. I messaged you. I put up a video. I left you a voicemail. If you would care to, please call me. Thank you, Carla, for allowing me to come up. And I'm glad that, you know, Amanda and Jen could talk this out. There's nothing better than seeing that.
That's true.
Yeah.
But you ladies have a great day.
You too.
You too.
Bye.
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 I don't even know where that came from. Did it come from
I don't
Brian?
either.
I think it came from Brian
Might have. Because he's a weirdo.
or Simon. I don't know.
Oh, let's get away from the drama, please, for a little bit.
Okay, on a different note, I forgot that I had a date with Gingerlocks tonight.
Where are y'all going?
We're going to a Dave Matthews concert. I don't know how
Oh,
that's happening.
really?
I don't know how that's happening. But yeah, she and I were going out. So I had to move the Tiger King.
Oh, it was supposed to be tonight?
Yeah, I had to move
God.
it. I had to move it to Sunday. Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern.
I
'Cause
don't
you
know if
don't-
I have any Tiger King clothes.
I don't
don't-
either. I don't have any, you know.
I need to do my hair. I need to do my red hair that's, blonde, and do
Yeah.
it. I don't know how it's going to work with this horrible scissor cut. Don't know how you cut hair without scissors. I guess you use a razor. I don't know. Or a laser or something.
Yeah,
But I'm going to get big and wild like a lion.
try a steak
Yeah.
knife.
Mhm,
Yes, lots of mousse or hairspray.
mhm.
Ems is going to be there in full costume.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Well,
Oh my God.
Ginger
I'm
and I
not
were
in a position. I don't know how to position my camera so you could see me doing the dance.
Ginger and I talked about it, and and I said, "Oh well, Carla doesn't go live on Sundays, right?" She's like, "Yeah." So I was like, "Okay, we'll make it then. We'll make it."
I do sometimes, but not very now.
Yeah. So Sunday, 1 o'clock Eastern. So that'll be all right for
1
everyone.
o'clock Eastern. So 2 o'clock me. No, 12
I don't
me.
think Smokey and Sweetweed are seeing each other. Something's going on
What?
here. She's like, "Why
Is
don't
it?
you like me?" And Smokey's like, "Can you see if she sees my replies? What's going on with you lot?"
Only clarifying. Are you saying they're a couple?
Who's a couple?
No.
Sweetweed and Smoky. Let's start a rumor, shall we?
Yeah.
Who ignores you, Dova? Who's ignoring you? Dova, you want to come up?
Dova, come here.
Sweetweed.
Come on, Dova.
Sweetweed
Dova.
ignores Dover and
Anybody can come up.
Smokey. Yes.
I've been strange as fuck a handful or two on here, especially last fall.
Last fall was really interesting.
Any of us that are on YouTube, my husband thinks we are all friggin' weirdos on YouTube. He does. Yes. Like,
Mine thinks I'm a weirdo on and off of YouTube.
Yeah, and off YouTube too. He's like, "You're a friggin' weirdo. Why are you watching that?" Why don't, he can't. I said, "Get rid of cable." I never watch TV anymore. I never even have TV on anymore.
Right? Because if I'm not doing this, I'm looking up other things like cooking or whatever. True crime always.
Yes. And the other thing I was going to do starting next Wednesday, not today, so the 27th, was mean tweets. I put that up there.
The mean tweets.
I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know how that's going to work, though. I don't know how that's...
You want to hear mean comments under Makeup Mobster's
yeah. I don't know how it's going to work, though, because it's going to involve channels sending mean tweet, comments or what that in as content. So I don't know how that's going to go. I'll see how it goes.
Yeah, like yesterday, people getting blamed for planning. What was it? A kill? A hit?
What?
When
it wasn't even. That's not even what they said.
That was said to have happened in my chat. I didn't even see what the hell was that all about. I have no idea.
Somebody was talking. People were talking in chat, saying whatever, and she went back and reinterpreted it to fit her narrative, as usual. That's what she does, and swore that if my kids even fall, it's coming down on you. Whatever. Oh, the dogs are barking. I'm scared to open the front door. Whatever.
Oh, these were in my chat. These were comments
were they?
in my chat. Yeah, they were.
I don't watch chat. I'll be honest with you.
Log off, boo boo. Oh,
the point is, just put the funniest ones up and have a laugh at yourself. That's the point of it. It's not.
Do you want to hear some of the comments? Does anybody press 1 if you want to hear some of the comments under there?
1.
About
there
1 under that community page.
Easy for me. I've got a diamond painting on my keyboard, so I'll just say 1.
Mm-hmm.
Just 1?
1.
Okay.
No, you said press 1.
You said press 1, so we're pressing 1.
Oh, press 1 if you want to hear the comment.
Yeah.
Amber says 0.
Under that. Oh. Anyone? Okay, here's one from Freya Fabulicious. Can't expect anything else when you have a group of people who take sadistic pleasure hurting anyone who sees them for what they are and calls them out on their sick behavior. I have never in my life come across such evil in one group. And anyone that is threatened by one of these lowlifes need to flag it with YouTube. The majority of them are nobodies in real life who have no redeeming qualities whatsoever
Right. Okay.
and come on YouTube to get any crumb of attention they can get. Reply. Exactly.
I come on here
it's
because I'm bored.
And I want to hang out with my friends, the people that make me laugh.
The reply is, I believe it's a combo of low IQs, innate evilness, and non-existent personal lives. That's their
awesome.
triple threat. Actually, I have a personal life.
To be honest,
who is this from?
My IQ is.
No,
No.
keep in mind, these people never watched. So Callie says, do these women not see how sick, pathetic they are? They better not be planning any bullshit because they will face legal consequences. They are.
We don't plan bullshit, dumbass. We don't plan bullshit.
Nothing was planned. Okay, here's a
Good
real
Lord.
long one. Soldier photos. Soldier photos.
Soldier photos, yeah.
Soldier photos. Yeah, if they had been said in one of your chats, then Diane and Wendy would be going live about it, with everyone else holding daily lives on it for at least a week. A while ago, something very similar was said as a joke about Molly Golightly in your chat. You didn't see it that night, but the very next day, as soon as it was brought to your attention, you addressed it immediately in a community post, as well as addressing it in your live that night. Because we don't think it's okay to even joke about doing such things. We don't roll that way here. Kiki,
Right.
where the hell is the proof that anyone even knows who the hell your niece is or even cares? I truly hope some idiot on YouTube isn't going real life on you because I think that would be terrible and nobody deserves it. Either come to do
Shit, is this War and Peace?
proof that Makeup Mobster or Tiffany Marie were ever involved in that, or shut the fuck up about it. It's bullshit lies like this that fuel the hate fire even more. Who knows what kind of crazy person will do that, acting in your defense, because some will believe anything with zero proof.
All I'm going to say to that is, listen, you're going to find out sooner than later, probably, that the people that you spend your time with are the people that we say they are. That's all I'm going to say about it.
Okay,
because it is what it is.
Hashtag War and Peace.
Serena says they're all trash and need to log off. Anastasia Beaverhausen says garbage, all of them. Unknown Capone says people say incriminating stuff like this and then whine when they are being called out about it. They only have themselves
I'm not whining.
to blame.
I'm not whining at all.
They already are. Go look at Tiffany's community posts. They said we are taking the bait.
What?
Makeup Mobster gaslighting. That was Makeup Mobster said that. Someone said that they're taking the bait. Gaslighting 101.
Oh my God, these people. What are they, 5?
Susan Melvin says once they got caught, they want to backpedal like it was a joke. I don't think it was a joke or funny. And if they had that done to them, they wouldn't think it was okay or funny. But if it's done to Makeup Mobster and or Laura going real life, threatening, swatting, fake CPS calls, going after kids, etc., are all okay, or they deserved it. Those garbage people on the other side are immature, vile, hateful bullies. Keep your head held high, as always, Makeup Mobster. All those garbage people scurry like cockroaches.
Whatever.
Oh, please, give me a fucking break. I can't even read these. Oh, wait, Tiffany Marie's, I have to read hers. Because she always... Okay, Tiffany Marie says she's over on my community post saying we took the bait. Life Rewinded just has a mouth on her, and she gives all their secrets away because she doesn't know when to shut up. She just admitted for herself and people she's involved with how low they will go. They don't even hide it. Sick bitches. Going after people's lives, their paychecks, their children, obsessed and hateful sacks of shit. Isn't that what they did to Brian? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Isn't that what they did to Brian? Didn't you, Ruth? And
Yeah.
of course, Dee Dee Dugan is talking to her.
But
Whatever.
remember,
I can't even read any more of it because it's just so freaking stupid. Like it doesn't even make sense.
The comments
Mhm.
they're to be like the ones in Jimmy Kimmel, where they're funny or ridiculous.
Right. No, I just wanted to see what the comments were about.
Yeah, where you can have a laugh, not
I don't even do
serious
Twitter.
ones. Yeah,
I do Twitter, but I'm not really sure how to use it very good.
I just kept it as Mean Tweets Miss Murder Edition, so I don't really use Twitter either. Oh crap, my back is hurting.
Oh Lord, what a day! What a day! What a day!
And I don't plan or plot anything against people. And if I do, trust and believe, I'm not going to talk about it on YouTube.
I
I'm just going to
I
do
know today was just
$1 million.
I don't know.
37.
But anyways, we're gonna have fun with the whole Joe King trivia contest and the Carol Baskins dance. Mojo says I chat to people that despise other people but try to be neutral, but LK is no loss and I'll always speak out.
I will also have a special guest on. Carol Baskin will be making an appearance.
Oh really? Whoa, we got to see that. Will she be doing the Carol Baskins dance?
I'm not sure. I have to speak to her about that.
People
where is this dance? I've not seen it.
Oh my God!
Dance?
It's on TikTok.
It's everywhere. It's on YouTube too. It's everywhere.
Is it her actually doing it, or
no? It's people. It's a Carol. It's kind of like a rap song. Carol
Baskin killed her husband, whacked him. Oh my God!
Oh, is it to the song that he wrote about feeding her husband to the kitties?
I'll play it on my thing.
Yeah, you can play it.
I'll play it.
I'm pretty sure this live's been demonetized anyway.
Oh, and he's a Milli Vanilli, right? That wasn't his voice singing and all those things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he was lip syncing. Cheater. Yep. The Lion King.
Did you see the new news out there? I think it was it was a newspaper from Mississippi. Has put up an article showing that Don Lewis's signature, her husband that went missing, the signature on the will and the what's it called? Thingy of estate.
Yeah. DPOA. God dang it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Durable, like a power of attorney.
Power of attorney, that's it. They do an overlay on it and they show that it was traced.
Damn.
So
Carol,
it was
shame on you.
It was all forged. And so and the woman.
So what do you think she did with his dead body? What do you think? Fed him to the lions?
Yeah,
or the tigers?
I think they took him for a plane ride and dropped him in the ocean. That's what I think.
Like it would have been the easiest thing.
I think they just threw him out the plane, and he'd see.
Because didn't the plane go? The plane left, didn't it?
The plane left.
Okay.
I think they took his dead body in the plane and threw it over the ocean, and he was fish bait. That's what I think.
Shark bait.
Shark bait. Yeah, or fish bait, whatever. Whoever eats.
I don't think she would bury him on her property or put him underneath a septic tank and put it. No, I don't think that happened.
That's my opinion. Because when you're in the ocean, I mean, how are they going to find his body in the ocean? You know what I mean?
Right.
They just have to throw him out, the plane over the ocean and whatever.
That makes a lot more sense than just and the plane not going. If the plane had not gone, then you'd have to be a little bit suspect that she killed him and fed him to the lions or tigers.
That's
Well,
true.
that would make a good movie, wouldn't it? That would make a good
Oh, yeah.
movie. That
They
would
need to
make really a good movie.
They need to make a movie about that. But then Carol would sue them.
I think she was mad about the whole inheritance thing because he was going to. Here's my opinion. My opinion. She was mad because he was planning on leaving her. He was going to keep all the money.
Yeah.
She whacked him in the middle of the night and then got somebody, one of her, whatever, whoever she paid,
to put him on the plane.
Put him in an airplane and throw him out of the plane over the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Or he wasn't dead before he left. He actually got on the plane and then they gave him some poison or something to knock him out and then threw him off the plane.
Or he was alive and they
that makes a good
true crime.
Yeah, that makes a good, there's anybody else got any ideas?
Nikki Lee said I think she was hooking when she met him. I think she might
have been hooking because that story about he just stopped at the side of the road and told her to handed her a gun and said, "You can keep the gun on me."
Yeah.
Like that just didn't ring true to me. I don't know. I mean,
she was really pretty when she was younger.
Oh yeah.
Her off the street and give them, or I don't know if she was a hooker or what, and give them a gun and say, "Here."
Yeah. No, I don't know that I believe that.
I don't know. I just don't buy it.
Weren't they together for quite a while before he got a divorce? Like his wife didn't know what was going on or something?
I think so, yeah.
I think that he really hurt.
He really hurt her.
He really
his wife and kids.
His wife and his daughters, because they interviewed them and they're not big fans of Carol Baskins.
Nah.
Play it and give us a preview of the dance. Oh, I can't give you a preview of the dance. That's for the competition. No. She's
not going to give away her skills.
I'm not going to give away my skills. Are you kidding? I've been doing tutorials on it. I'm not very good though. I'm really not very good. Ems is probably going to win. She wins everything.
So I wake up this morning, right? Mikey's gone to work. What the hell? It's going to be like 92 degrees today. His face is swollen. He's got a horrible headache. The tooth area still hurts. So yeah, I got to go pick him up more early from work because they all ride together, the guys.
What time is he getting off work?
He wants me to come pick him up at 2 because he's going back to the dentist. And I said, well, we're not paying the dentist twice. He can write you a prescription for an antibiotic, which you should have done before you left the first time.
Yeah.
So if he thinks he's getting money out of us for you having to go back for problems he created, he can suck a cucumber.
That's right.
Miss Murder just got a message from Jen. She said, please tell her thank you and I love her.
Oh, thank you. I love you too. Just in her own time.
Yeah. She needs to take a little break.
Jen. Yeah.
We love our Jen. And no, she's not a weirdo.
I think we all need to take.
She's really good at making videos, though. She is really good at making videos. I wish I could.
But I think everybody kind of needs to learn from that.
But here's the thing about the whiteboard. The whiteboard, and we talked about it too. It was a joke. It was a parody about Laura's whiteboard.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know how Laura had that whiteboard up. That's what it was. It wasn't anything, other than that. And it wasn't anything bad, really. If you go back and watch it, it wasn't anything bad.
Right.
Just what you're watching. I mean, so what? Everybody, knows that. That's why
I have my own whiteboard in my head, and I have categories. I have a category for people who I'm just not going to deal with. They've proven to me time and again that they are not people that I want to associate with, period, on any level. Then there's that middle group that, they have a foot in both areas. So I'm going to be nice to them. I'm going to associate with them, but I'm not going to give them my heart.
No.
They're not going to have me as a full-fledged friend, and I would never keep them in my confidence. And then there's that last group that I know I can tell them anything, and they're like a vault. It goes nowhere else. And
Yeah.
that's a
And
really
you know,
small
and
list.
actually, and that's why I said earlier, I said you keep certain people close to you, but you keep that circle really small. You know who you can trust. You
Right.
know, you know,
There's more than one circle. So yeah, just
hmm
but I mean, there's just certain people that I won't tell certain
yeah.
Well,
things.
I'm not going to tell them
I
shit.
think that list for
Yeah,
me
right. Because then
great.
you see it here all the time. They take that a little bit of what you say and they use it against you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that's the truth. And I've
Yeah.
seen it over and over again. Or they hold it over
Mhm.
your head as like blackmail or whatever, you know,
hmm
Yep.
and it's ridiculous. Anybody else want to come up and talk? Not shit, just talk. Girl talk, gossip, whatever. I can see this. I don't know what a spinnaker is. We gotta make this light, Ms. Murder. We gotta make this stream light again.
Yeah, no, it got a bit heavy there.
Yeah, it got up really heavy. A1AB. How are you? Oh, geez.
Oh crap.
I'm gonna like tack her down.
It's just us.
Oh, her phone must have rang because when her phone rings, she gets knocked off.
hmm
I'm gonna get off here. I gotta get out of bed and get. You're not out of bed, lazy bum.
What time is it?
Here it. Well, here where I am, it is 10:21.
So it's
10:21. So I don't know what time is it where you are.
at 14 hours. So it's 2:21 a.m.
Oh, is it? Okay, yeah.
I mean 12.
You're like,
Did I say so? No, 12:21.
you're 14 hours ahead of me.
12:21 a.m. Yep. But I woke up at like 10:30 tonight. I woke up at like 10:30 tonight. I'm in this habit now where I'll wake up, I'll get on here, and then I'll have my dinner, and then I'll go back to bed, and I'll get up at like 6, 7 in the morning, go for my walk, do my work. Then it's not the best habit, but I don't have anywhere I need to be, so
Yeah. I don't have anywhere I need to be either, unfortunately.
no,
Did you hear me talking about my door that opened up by itself last night?
no.
Oh my God. Scared the crap out of me. My husband snores really loud, so I kept hitting him and hitting him and hitting him. And finally he said, you know what, I'm going to sleep in that. It was his birthday too. He says, I'm going to sleep in the other room because, you know, you're not going to get any sleep. I'm not going to get any sleep because you keep, you know, hitting me.
Oh, I do that too.
So he goes in the other room and he shuts the door and I shut my door all the way and it latched. So I'm sitting up with my tablet in bed. It's dark. And I was talking to somebody on Hangouts and I heard the door latch, you know, the sound when you open the door.
Yeah.
And it slowly started to open as I watched. And it moved and it moved and it moved. It scared the crap out of me.
Do you have dogs? Animals?
No, we don't have any animals. And there was no breeze. So, oh, here's Ams.
Ooh.
Oh, Ams. Hi.
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 I don't know why, but every time I click in, it immediately knocks off my headphones. I don't know why that's doing that today. Gosh darn it, Carla. That damn ghost of yours.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. I can.
So you think your house is haunted, huh?
Well, here's the thing, and I was watching it because I was saying goodnight to a friend on Hangouts, And I'm like, you're not going to, because I had already said goodnight and they were going to, bed. I was going to bed and blah, blah, blah. We said goodnight. I
Yeah.
watched the freaking door open and it wasn't fast. It clicked and then and I had latched it. That's how I knew, because I had shut it real tight because my husband was snoring real loud. And so his door was shut and I shut my door because, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. 'Cause I heard some echo. And so, yeah, so I shut it real tight. I know I shut it real tight and I watched it slowly open. So that wasn't bad enough. I'm like saying, you won't believe this, but the door is opening and it opened to about a quarter of the way open.
Ooh.
So I'm like thinking, well, maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's.
And it definitely wasn't him.
No, it wasn't him.
There
So
wasn't
I
a draft.
So I opened it all the way because that's how scared I was. No, it wasn't a draft. There was no draft because I checked.
Yeah, she said it
So
wasn't when he.
I opened it all the way because I thought, I'm leaving it open because if that happens again, I would be like on top of my husband in the other room because it scared me that much.
Ooh, Carla.
Well, okay, so I'm talking to him and I'm saying, you're not going to believe this and blah, 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 blah. I look over at the door because it's really freaking me out. Okay, I'm looking over the door. It starts to come back closed slowly. And I'm like, oh no, this ain't happening. So I go downstairs and get the heaviest bowl I can and I stick it in front of the door. I'm going, I really think there's something going on in this house.
Wait, why did you put a bowl in front of the door?
So it couldn't close.
So
Because I figured if it did close, I would be down the street in my car because I would have been like,
she would be in the room with the spirit.
I was that scared. I mean, my heart was like going through my chest.
I've only had that happen to me one time where I heard a door close and it turned out that I was being, someone was attempting to rob me.
Oh, well, that's even scary.
Someone in my house.
That's scary too. Like that would be scary.
Yeah, it was spooky.
But there was nobody in the house. There was no breeze. No windows were open because we had it was really windy here yesterday. So we shut all the windows. And there was no wind. There was nothing. And then remember how I say I hear footsteps? I heard, and then I came downstairs for a glass of water and I heard something in the basement. And I'm like, oh, no, what is going on? And of course, my husband sleeps through all of it. And he's like, I'm trying to tell him this morning. He's like, oh, come on.
There's got to be a reason. You know me, though. I'm the naysayer.
He's the same thing. He's like, no, it's something. It could be this. It could be maybe the house was settling or whatever. The house settling and the door is slowly opening. No, I latched it. I know I did. So whatever. But I'm talking to my friend. I'm saying goodnight. And I'm like, you are not going to, because I was going to go back to sleep. He said, just close your eyes. After I put the bowl in front of the door, he said, just close your eyes and go to sleep. I said, yeah, but what if I hear more? He said, just don't think about it. Don't think about it.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I always think there's a reason. There's got to be a reason for it.
Well, it doesn't open like that though any other time. Like it's never done that before. Like, and it wasn't like it was fast. It was so slow the way and you heard the click, and then it just started opening real slow. And I'm like watching it. And I'm like, I should get my phone and take a movie, I should get this. But I was like in utter shock. I couldn't even do that.
Can you do that tonight?
I hope there's not a next time, but if it ever happens,
tonight.
I will.
Go tonight and record it.
That's what I should have done because I'm like, nobody's gonna believe me. My husband doesn't even believe me, so why would anyone else believe me? Because he's like, oh come on, you're exaggerating.
No, you should go get some sage and burn the sage. Isn't that what they tell people to do? Actually, you can get it.
My friend that I was talking to said, you get sage and 2 candles. And I said, well, where do I get sage from? And he said, you can order it from Amazon. So I'm going to order sage and 2 candles. I don't care, even if it's like nothing, even if it's totally nothing, I am going to do it because I don't know what that
And
will
walking,
do.
it's because you've been singing the Carol Baskin dance. It's that homeboy that she murdered.
It's got to be that. This
Yep.
picture I found yesterday is hilarious. Wait till
When
you see
you
it.
say Carol Baskin 3 times in a row, that dude comes and haunts your ass. So
That's it. Yep.
Oh, well, I'm not saying her name no more then.
what's that guy's name that she killed?
It's the
What was
ghost
his
of
name?
Don Lewis.
Yeah, Don Lewis. It's the ghost of Don Lewis.
Oh,
He's haunting
maybe,
you.
maybe. Now you got me thinking. Now you got me thinking. You got me freaked out even more. Oh, my
Carol
goodness.
Baskins.
Come on, sing the whole song. Em knows the whole song by heart.
Come on, let's see you sing it. You got to know it by now, too. Get it, Carla. Get it, Carla.
I do know it, but I'm saving it for when I do the competition because you know what? And you know, I had to listen to it like a bunch of times to get it because I kept getting things wrong in the song. And I must have listened to it like 50 times before I got it right. Because it's not that hard. There's only a few lines to it.
Smokey, the movie Candyman scared the shit out of me. For real.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah, scared the daylights out of me.
Candyman? Oh, I don't know if I've ever seen that. I don't.
It's scary.
Something about, didn't he get killed with bees or something?
Yeah.
Like,
yep.
I don't think I've ever watched the whole movie. I gotta have to watch it now. It's probably on Netflix, so I'll probably have to watch it now. Thank you very much.
Yep, and now your doors are going to start opening.
And now I'm going to
get
really freaked out. Like it serves me right, you know. It serves me right for getting like being haunted. I always watch these stupid, creepy movies.
Now you have to go by stage.
I swear on my mother's grave, and I know that's like a, you know, I shouldn't say that this morning, but I swear that happened. I swear.
I believe you, but I also think there's got to be a reason for it. I don't know. That's
just what I thought
how
too. And then I looked and I felt, and there was no breeze. There was no reason that it should come unlatched and open.
You probably didn't latch it all the way.
Okay, explain the noises that were coming from the basement. And no, I did not imagine that because I came downstairs for water.
The noises from the basement. You ever watch that movie People Under the Stairs?
Yes, I have. And I thought about that movie when I was like downstairs. I'm like, oh no, I'm going back upstairs. I'm getting underneath the covers, and this is not happening.
Oh fuck no!
God. I was like crazy last night. Crazy.
Oh gosh.
I know. I'm nuts. I am nuts. People will say, "Oh yeah, you think she's nuts." Listen to what she says happened. I swear to God, I should have filmed it. I would have filmed it and put it on my channel.
I tell you what, if I was being haunted, the last thing I would do is grab my phone. I would be out.
Thank you very much, because I was sitting there like this, and I first of all think it's because the room is dark, and then I'm actually seeing it open and I'm watching it. I'm watching it because in the middle, I was tired. Remember, I'm typing to somebody. I'm saying goodnight to someone. I'm watching it. Then I ran, I said, "You're not going to believe this, blah, blah, blah." And I ran over and I opened it all the way because I figured, okay, if I open, maybe it is the wind or whatever. But then when it started coming back, no, it was not the wind, because there's nothing against the door that would have made it go this way. So, yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Freaking freaky.
I would have loved to be a fly on the wall to see that. Oh
my God. You would have seen my face. It was like I was seriously freaked out. And I kept telling them I'm freaked out. I'm really freaked out. Hey, Ms. Demina.
My mom called. She's so cute.
I said that. She got knocked off.
Hey, my favorite blonde.
Hey, no, I'm a redhead with a bad scissor cut.
Redhead? It looks blonde in your photo.
Oh, you better be
that's
careful.
Laura. Laura said,
Laura
said, I'm a nobody. I'm a wannabe. I just want attention. And I'm nothing but a redhead with a bad scissor cut.
Oh, for
whatever.
Fuck's sakes. She is talking about people's haircuts for real.
I'm going to, exactly. Mine is my real hair, Laura. Thanks. Never owned a wig. Sorry.
I could say so much, but I'm not gonna. I'm
I
not
like
gonna.
being a nobody. I love being a nobody. I don't want to be anything but a nobody. Thank
And
you,
here's
though.
the thing: the less someone told me this. I think Miss Murder, the less is more. So the less
Thank
we
you.
say, the more they'll get pissed off. And what did Brian say? And I know Brian's not a popular subject right now, but if we shut up about them, they're going to eat each other up.
Yeah, Brian said that for 2 weeks.
You can be
what they did yesterday.
You can be a nobody right over here with the rest of us nobodies.
There you go.
Every morning, drinking our nobody coffee, talking
And
our
talking
nobody
about
shit.
ghosts. Talking about ghosts.
Find
God, I love
Sage on
talking about
Amazon.
ghosts. So our house in Nashville, I know, was haunted. I know it was. Because it was in whatever it was, we don't know what it was, my sister and I. But there was something in the corner, like we had a wine cellar down there that we didn't use. It was like, it had a little door and it went underneath the crawl space of the house. But there was something that was in that corner, and we did not spend a lot of time in the basement. And our clothes were done down there. The laundry was downstairs, but we'd go get them, and like we would haul ass up the stairs. And this is like, we were teenagers. We weren't like little bitty kids. We were teenagers.
Yeah, when I was a teenager, even if I would go to get like a glass of water or whatever, I would swear to God that there was somebody chasing me with a knife, and I would run as fast as I could, get my water, run back to my bedroom. Then there was nothing there.
Yep. And I wasn't one of those kids that was like afraid of things under the bed and that kind of stuff. It wasn't that. I was
totally
like, there was something coming after me. just in that one spot, you know. And then
maybe the ghosts are doxing each other now, and they're like,
I'm living over here.
I'm ghosting
Well, our house.
this house.
Our house was built. We lived on Shies Hill. Y'all go ahead, look it up. I'm doxing myself. This is back when I was a kid, so bite me. But we lived in. It was the last major battle before they went in to have the Battle of Nashville. So there were deaths on that hill. You know, people come up and they look for cannonballs and musket balls and stuff like that, and they find them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's even a historical marker on our street. So there's probably a Confederate soldier down there ragging us. I don't know.
Hopefully he was cute.
Guys, look at the size of my lemon. My husband
You
bought
go, girl.
yesterday.
Holy
Look at it.
shit.
Is
It's like
it
a
huge
grapefruit.
or not? Like,
That's
look
a
at it.
lemon?
That's a lemon.
Look at the size.
Damn.
He bought a bag of them because he likes lemon with his fish. I'm gonna make lemonade, homemade lemonade today. But look at the size.
That
Isn't that
sounds good.
huge? Isn't that huge?
That is huge.
Like it's a really big lemon.
That's
Like I couldn't believe
lemon.
Yeah, it's huge.
Like yeah, it was huge. Got it at Aldi's. Do you guys have Aldi's where you are?
Yep.
No, I don't, unfortunately. So my husband had a ghost in his house when he was little. And he said he only saw it once, but something pinched him on the butt, and he slept with his brother. So he thought it was his brother. You know, my husband is so freaking funny. It's, oh my God. He makes me laugh. And I said, pinched you on the butt? He said, yeah, I thought it was Frank. So I just kind of went, quit. Well, Frank didn't wake up. So a few minutes later, it pinched him on the butt again, and he looked up, and there was this huge black guy with a gold mask on.
Oh,
said,
hell.
That was your ghost?
Hell to the no. If I opened my eyes and there was a big black guy with a gold mask
A gold mask.
Oh
Pinching
my
your
gosh.
butt.
Nope. Did he have whips and chains, and was he dressed?
No. He said he really only kind of saw him from the torso up, but then he just got a quick look at him and then he disappeared.
Is this a ghost story?
It's supposed to be.
Okay, or is it
It's turning out to be a really bad, or either that or it's a really bad porn dream. I don't know.
Yeah. And think of the porns back then.
Porn movie.
Some of the porns back then, if I won't say why, but I stumbled across a very old collection once, and I put they were VCRs back then, so I put it in the VCR. Yeah. Nightmares for days. For real. Nightmares for days.
From watching porn?
the man
Yeah,
with the gold mask.
the movie in particular, it was something about a red door. Apparently it's
God.
some famous, porn from like the 70s, I think, or whatever.
Uh-huh.
It was strange. It was the weirdest shit I've ever seen to this day.
Oh my gosh.
Weird.
Yeah. God. Too funny.
You guys
Too
are
funny.
weirdos.
I know.
You're weirdos. We're all weirdos. Actually,
Jesse.
we should join. We should make a new community, the weirdos. The weirdos of
yeah.
YouTube. The weirdo housewives of YouTube.
You're not supposed to be back there. What are you doing? Come here.
Being normal is boring. Like,
I know.
truly,
What's
that's
I
why I
love being
came
weird.
to
what's
YouTube.
fun about that? We just have
Yeah.
coffee and fun in the morning.
Now I'm
about
trying
that?
to think of the name of that porn. I'm gonna have to Google it later,
Oh,
and I'll
God.
share it with you. And you got to Google it, and you'll see why I'm saying that it is so weird. It is so strange.
Creepy porn.
What's it called?
Oh, Behind
The
the
Red
Green
Door?
Door. Yeah,
I think Evil Dead is one of the strangest movies. Yeah, it is a strange movie. Actually, that one really scared me too because those people in that Evil Dead movie were so creepy looking. Like that girl that was in the cellar and she kept trying to get out, and her face was all like, oh. Another one that really scared me was Cabin in the Woods.
I haven't seen
You
that
guys
one
ever
either.
see that? Oh my God.
Can you imagine if we were actually all together, like in Carla's lounge room watching horrors? That'd be so much
Oh
fun.
my God.
I wish, like, why can't we all just live to, y'all move here because we don't pay state income tax and everything's bigger here. And if you're single, there's lots of cowboys available.
Well, I can arrange that. I can arrange that one.
So you guys, Pepper knows what I'm talking about. Pepper, how do you know, girl? So you're a freak too, I see.
She's a dirty girl. Pepper's a
Behind
dirty girl.
the Green Door.
Yes.
Is that the name of the movie?
I thought it was Red Door for some reason. It's Behind the Green Door, and that is the weirdest shit I've ever watched in my life.
You know what I'm
It's a porno movie? Did you say it's a porno movie?
Yeah, it's a porn, but it's strange.
Well, all porno movies are strange, aren't they?
No, not
the
like
actors
this one.
aren't very good in them.
I guess I know what I'm doing when I go back
I guess
to
you
bed.
don't have to act in a porno movie.
Miss Murder. Are you taking a cucumber with you?
No, I've run out. Sorry.
Oh my God.
Those cucumbers, man. Who would have thought that
ask Misdemeanor about that.
About what?
The picture with Shrek.
Oh gosh, I can only.
Oh my God.
We had a good laugh. Oh my God, so funny. It's a real cucumber. It's the cucumber challenge winner of all time.
You earlier you're like, oh, I can send it to you on Instagram, Carla. That's where we talk every day. Is Instagram private message?
Well, that's a private message.
Yes, that's a private message. Only you and I can see that.
See what I send you because I don't want anyone to see what I send her because it's like
it's dirty.
It's X-rated, isn't it? Is it not? Misdemeanor.
If you drop it there, nobody can see that. That is just.
No, I will drop it there. I will drop it there. But
see, I don't do Instagram either. I'm
you
like
don't?
No, I don't.
Nah.
I don't see the
I'm
point.
Instagram, but I didn't use it that much. But now I added remember that art guy that was on here? I added him on my Instagram and I added M's and a few other people.
It's good for messaging. Misdemeanor, you should start one. It's really good for messaging.
It is, yeah.
Well, I might have to do that. Right now, they only do. I've got a Facebook Messenger.
I got so many messaging things, but I think Hangouts comes with Google, so I always had that. Facebook Messenger, I've had that because I FaceTime with my kids, so
Yeah, and you can call people on. That's what I like about it because
I
really want it,
and you can have multiple people on a call.
And when I really want to yell at my bestie, I just call her.
Hey, I just put my Facebook in private chat if you guys want to.
I don't do Facebook. I mean, I do it with family, but that's it.
Oh, add me
Yeah.
on Instagram then. At least then I can, if we want to message, we can message right away.
Okay, is it the same as your channel name?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I
On
will.
Instagram? On Instagram it is? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'll add you on my Instagram.
If anybody else wants to follow me, it's the same name as my channel name. That's so much better than emailing, in my opinion, because I don't know, I see them
Those dogs
easier
are
and
pissed off.
Oh, I think it's better than emailing. It's just that I just don't get the point really of Instagram, like pictures. I'm more like, YouTube videos.
I love photos.
Oh, me too. Although I never post them. I'll post pictures of my turkeys in my backyard, maybe.
Big old
Or
turkeys. I love
Or,
turkey.
or your big lemons.
You love eating turkey or you love the live turkeys?
Both, actually.
Oh.
Both. I
I
think they're
don't
really
eat
cool
turkey
animals.
anymore because of those turkeys in my backyard. I got like really attached to them because they fly around every day. I'm like, I've got them named. There's 6 of them.
Let me tell you, I love geese. I love duck. I love both. I'll eat both. But I can't get attached to geese because when we were in Kansas, swear to God, they think they own everything. And they
Yeah,
are just arrogant fucks. Because they'll walk
misdemeanor.
across the street and they won't hurry up. And you,
I
Yeah.
almost got fucked up by geese yesterday on the golf course. They had babies with them, so obviously they
Yeah.
were even more protective.
Hmm.
And I went to go put my tea in, and I mean, those little suckers, they will chase you.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean,
They're
I
mean
was
as hell.
running from the geese. I literally running. They were chasing me.
See,
Assholes.
if I played golf, I'd have to take a gun with me so I could have dinner.
Oh shit.
Just saying, because I'd shoot the damn thing. I'd be like, you are gumbo. You are going in a
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
gumbo.
whoa. Animal activist in the room.
Oh, sorry.
She's a very, 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 very animal.
But what if
My
they're
husband's
mean
a hunter.
animals?
I'm trying not to like offend her, but I think she might be the only animal activist in here. I think the rest
But what
of
if
us
they're
are
mean
carnivores.
and they chase you and they peck at you and they're bastards?
No, I
You just
disagree.
run.
I disagree with hunting for sport or fun. I think if you need it
No.
for food, yeah. But
Yeah.
Well, everything my husband hunts for, we eat. He eats. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily eat, but he eats. My
I do too.
son-in-law fills his freezer every year
Hmm.
with food that they eat. Even bear, they eat bear.
and there's some people who go and catch and eat roadkill.
Oh
Oh.
no, thank you though.
Oh
Nuh-uh.
my
They do
God,
that.
no! I've
That's
seen that.
Louisiana.
Yeah.
And
There's
we
a-
wonder why the corona is around. Here, let me go
Yeah,
get some roadkill for dinner.
How about
Yeah.
a bat?
Gross.
A nice bat soup.
A good old armadillo. Yeah, or
I
possum.
think there's a channel on YouTube about roadkill recipes or something like that. It's roadkill recipes, or yeah, I think it's like they just go on the side. They go on the side of the road and pick up.
That's gross.
Oh God! If they
Oh.
smell. Have you ever gone by a deer that's been on the side of the road for like 2 or 3
No.
days? They get all
Thank you, no.
bloated.
The funniest thing I have seen, and I saw it on Facebook a long time ago, so I'm sure this person got the idea from that. But I was driving down the road one day and there was a dead deer, and hooked to its toe was a balloon still inflated that said "Get well soon." Could you imagine seeing that? Get well soon. Someone pulled over and put that balloon there. I
Poor
rolled.
baby.
Oh my gosh.
Poor baby.
Get well soon. Jerk.
Oh,
Well, I do. I
somebody
absolutely
thought
love
that was
animals.
funny. I do
I
too.
do. I believe in protecting them. I have 5 freaking dogs that are all but one was rescued. One was dumped in front of my house,
Aw.
and just
Well, Ems was
yeah.
going to be a veterinarian. I remember that. She was going to school to be a vet.
Yeah, still
That was
might
last
happen.
year.
I've been considering finishing it out now that I got laid off. I got to do something. What am I going to do?
But can
Well,
you do?
I've been bugging my vet to give me a job there, and they're like, "No, you're not. You that's too little money for you. You need more money." I'm like, "No, you don't understand.
Yeah,
I don't have
especially-
bills. Everything's paid for. I just, want to participate."
The
Right.
It's not
pay
about
is
money.
extremely low unless you're a
Mhm.
vet. I mean,
Right.
even people now these days, they go to school to be a vet tech. They spend 30 grand in,
Yep.
for college loans, and they come out making just over minimum wage. It never
Yeah.
made sense to me. Like,
No,
why
it's sad.
spend all that money for college if you're only going to come out making, peanuts? I don't
Yeah.
get it.
Do vets though? I mean, because there are doctors. They are doctors. Do they
Yeah,
get?
Yeah,
Because it's so
but
they are.
expensive to take your animals to the vet. Like it's
I
really.
know.
I mean, they perform surgeries.
Yep.
They
Yes, they
do
do.
trauma surgery. They take care of traumas.
So
that's
as a vet,
yeah.
believe it or not, they only make about half of what a human doctor makes, and it's the same
Yep.
amount of school.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
love my vet. I love there's 3 doctors that work there, and I love all 3 of them. And the vet techs are amazing. I had one call me yesterday about her medication that she's on,
Yeah.
to look some stuff up and see if something was going wrong and what she needed to tell her doctor. She's like, I hate to bother you. I'm like, no, call me. That's fine. She goes, well, you can call me. I know. Yeah.
So vet techs are pretty much, a lot of people ask, like, what is a vet tech? They're pretty much like a nurse practitioner, I would say, in
Yep.
the human world. They can, they can do almost the same things, but they can't prescribe and they can't do surgery.
hmm
Mhm.
But they take blood, they
Oh
take
yeah.
samples, all of that.
Yep. Yep.
Take down your history, the history of the animal and the problem that you currently have, just like a nurse.
Yep. A lot of times, when I bring my dogs in, unless it's something major, I just see the tech. The tech can do, pretty much everything, as long as it's not something big.
Right.
Yep.
But they
Yep.
make hardly anything. So I don't recommend. I mean, unless you're doing it for passion or whatever.
Yeah.
If you're
Yeah.
going into the field for money, that's the wrong field.
Hi, LaDonna.
See, I don't know if I could do vet only because I don't like lizards and snakes. Just saying.
So,
Oh, you
believe
have
it or
to do
not,
those.
though, most
Huh?
most clinics will refer you. I mean, most, not all, but most clinics will refer you to a vet that specializes in those.
And reptiles.
Yeah,
Reptiles.
yeah. So in school, we touched on reptiles. Now, keep in mind, I didn't finish the program yet, but we touched
Yeah.
on reptiles, but it was mainly cats, dogs, horses. Horses was probably about 30% of the program.
See, I would love to be an equine vet because horses, oh God.
I'm scared of
I
them.
would get, oh no, I would get letters home from my mom saying that I needed to write a paper about something other than a horse. In art class, can she draw anything other than a horse? I'm like, I love them. You don't understand. When I die, if there is reincarnation or if you get to be something different in heaven, I'm going to be a horse and I'm going to marry Secretariat. It is what it is.
Carla,
I have
what
a
would you come back
serious
as?
crush.
What would
Serious
I come
crush.
back as? Like if it wasn't a human?
Yeah. What would you come if you could come back as any species in the world, what would you be?
I think I'd come back as a what are those things in Australia? What do you call them?
A kangaroo?
No, not a kangaroo.
Koala?
Koala bear. Koala bear.
A koala bear? They're cute.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're so
Koala-
cute.
No, they're vicious motherfuckers.
Well, that's why I would come back as a koala bear. I want to be vicious.
Carla would straighten them out. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. What about
How
you,
about
My
you,
Ma'am?
husband
Miss
wants to be a
Murder?
sloth.
What about you, Miss Murder?
I'd either be a unicorn or a penguin.
A penguin?
Penguins are cute.
That's
Did y'all see that?
penguin.
Penguins are so cute.
Polar bears.
Did you see the
penguin.
penguins on? I think it was Instagram. They mate for life, right?
Yes.
And they've
Yes.
okay.
Yes, I did
Well,
know that.
Home Skillet went over and started mating with another chick, and his wife found out about it. She beat the shit out of him.
Oh gosh.
It's on Instagram. I gotta find it and put it in,
Okay,
in our
Em,
Discord.
your turn. What do you come back as?
I think I would come back as geez, I don't even know. Probably a dog, man. Like, cause
You notice none
I
of us
mean,
said a
cool.
tiger. None of us
as
said
long
a
as I could,
tiger.
as
None
long
of
as I
us
could
said
be
a tiger.
a
No.
dog like my
Yeah.
dogs have it made.
Oh,
Could
wow.
come back
Their
as.
life is great.
What if
You
it's
don't
not
hear
an
this one
animal?
panting?
What if you come back as
Eagle.
What if you come back as a cucumber?
Eagle
I'd
Eagle
quit.
said she'd come back as a white Bengal tiger.
Oh, they're
Yeah,
gorgeous.
they are.
Oh,
Aren't
they're
they
beautiful.
beautiful? They are beautiful animals.
They have some here at
Mhm.
Dreamworld. One of the theme parks. They're absolutely gorgeous.
A Bengal tiger.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah, they've got them
gorgeous.
at
They are
Dreamworld.
beautiful. I wouldn't trust one. I wouldn't trust my hand in a cage with one, but
Oh,
yeah,
they
they're beautiful animals.
They have them
Samara,
at Steve Irwin's place as well.
Mhm.
He's got it's only about
Oh, Samar'd come back as a dragon.
we don't say
A
dragons
dragon.
around here.
the Steve Irwin Park's only about 40 minutes from here. But they have
Oh,
them as well.
nice.
I
Have
haven't
you
I'm
been.
ever
so
been?
impressed what
Have
the
you
kids are doing.
have you ever been to that zoo? What's that crocodile hunter? Steve Irwin.
That's what she's
Yeah,
talking
that's what she's
about.
talking
I just
about.
said it's only about 40. It's only about 40
How would you
minutes.
say? Oh, I was reading the chat. I'm sorry.
Carla, pay attention 101.
Oh, I was reading the chat. I was thinking about that. She was talking about him. Okay.
Yeah, it's
I
Oh
was
my
so
gosh.
bummed when he died.
it's literally 40 minutes from here. Yeah.
Have
So
you
if
ever
anyone,
So
seen?
awesome.
Have you ever seen his family, like his wife and his kids?
no, I've actually never been.
Oh, you've never been.
No.
Oh,
I'm
I would
sitting
go.
here talking
That's where I
away,
would go.
muted.
Oh, you were talking. You weirdo.
Oh, I told y'all
I
so many
would
important
love
things,
to
and
come
you didn't
back as
hear.
an elephant.
As an elephant?
Elephants are badass, man. They are
Yeah, but you know
badass
what?
for real.
I
Like
tell
wild
you,
elephants, they are crazy.
they are.
I might just come back as a sloth.
That's what my
already
husband
a
wants.
sloth.
My husband wants to be a sloth. I'm like, you already are. What are you
Same.
talking about?
Me too.
Same.
You should see me right now. I'm in a robe, my pajamas. I gotta make lasagna, so I probably should get my ass around.
Oh, my husband's been asking for that lately, and I've been too lazy to make it. But he's been eating healthy lately, so he's been eating a lot of fish, chicken.
Mine went to the store and bought all the ingredients for it, and that's like a hint to me. Make this shit, woman. Get to cooking,
Yeah.
lady.
Mhm.
Well, I'm
Well,
gonna go.
that sounds good.
I'm gonna go and have my dinner. And what am I gonna watch? Behind the Green Door.
Yeah,
I'm
I
telling
am
you,
too.
Uh-huh.
you
I am
won't
too.
sleep, man. If you watch that, you will not sleep.
I think I'm
Is
gonna
is
log.
that creepy?
We're gonna
Yeah,
watch that. And
heck
give you a
yeah,
recap.
Oh, Ginger Lock's mom
creepy.
just had physical therapy. Oh, that's good.
Yay.
That's good.
I think I'm gonna log off too, guys. It's been 3 hours, so time
Yeah.
flies when you're having fun.
That's
It
it.
does.
Sort of, most of the time. But
Yes,
yeah.
and
That was
much
good.
love.
Good
And
night.
I will, yeah, we'll send Jim your love,
Yeah.
you guys' love.
And to Amanda, both of them.
Oh yeah,
Um,
Amanda too.
yeah.
I love Amanda. I do. I hope she knows that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That was good of her to come on.
Yes, it was
It
very
was.
good of her. So have
Good
no-
dialogue.
All right. Bye, guys.
Okay,
Bye,
bye,
guys.
everybody.
Love y'all.
Bye, everybody in chat.
See
We
you
love you.
tomorrow.
Bye, chat. Have a good day.
Okay. I was just reading Eagle's comment. You guys have a great day. I gotta go talk to somebody about something.